Well, let's do it. Yo, welcome back. No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world, man. We're with Big Folks, and then we're with Money Gang, right?
Money Man hit.
Money Man, listen. So first off, man, y'all probably came for all that goofy shit. We gonna get to that goofy shit towards the end, right? But yo.
Nah, we ain't fly way out here for no goofy shit.
Yeah.
I could have just sent the kite for that shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't got to do all that for that.
Yeah, right. But, you know, like, the goal of this, man, was to definitely dive deeper into who Big Folks is, you feel me? So we gonna get to all that goofy shit with the, with the whole low, spitting nigga. Yeah, right?
No, his name is pedophile nigga, not no spitting nigga.
Towards the end, right?
Talk about him in a minute.
So first off, man, who's Big Folks? Like, where are you from?
I'm from the south side of Chicago, the low end. You know what I'm saying? The projects. I come from the days where the project buildings were still standing up, and that's where I come from.
Now, growing up in Chicago, how was it like?
Shit, it was just like, to me, I've been all around, so it's like, to me, it's just like any other like hood place. It's just what you involve yourself with or allow yourself to get involved with. But it's always been treacherous and dangerous. It's always been that element. It's not a new element because the drill scene came or niggas started wearing dreads. It was way dangerous before then.
Of course. Now, when did you hop off the porch?
Shit, 13.
13.
Probably before then, I was a badass little kid, and I know my niggas that went to grammar school, because I only went to grammar school.
Yeah.
So I know they probably look like, man, this nigga was horrible. You know what I'm saying? It was terrible all through grammar school. But then it's like I jumped off the porch, or I should say I got plugged and blessed to be in what we were part of when I was 13, so that's 1993.
Wait, how did that happen, or how did a 13-year-old get plugged in?
Because my neighborhood, I was just, basically I was born in my neighborhood. When I was born, my mom, where we lived at, shit, that's what was around there. And it's just like I was so bad as a shorty, the older niggas that was around that was the monsters, they just took a liking to me. I was one of the shorties they just wanted to teach certain things to.
Wait, so like, okay, so when did you, I guess, like be, get involved with the GDs?
1993. When I was 13, I got plugged. That means I got blessed. I really stood in the 360. I ain't just come out and say on folks and them and all that. And matter of fact, I'm not one of the folks. I'm a gangster.
Gotcha.
Because I'm a man before I'm anything. I never been one of the folks.
Yeah. Like nowadays, like people get jumped into the, like in the gangs, right? Was
that's
that
some LA shit? Anybody, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Hell no. They'll get jumped in a motherfucking gang and shit in Chicago. Nah, you get a violation when you do something goofy. Like, I used to see goofy shit like motherfuckers will laugh out of turn or something, get hit dead in their mouth, then they get their teeth knocked out.
Man.
And I used to be a shorty, so I used to be laughing and shit, but I was a highly favored shorty, so they used to be letting me pass.
Here, right, so now I would imagine hopping off the porch and getting blessed in at 13 years old, you probably got into some wild shit like growing up. So I think you got shot you beat a double homicide, a double murder at 18 years old?
I caught it when I was 17. I was getting ready to turn 18. And I caught that, being in this shit, serving in the buildings and shit. Motherfuckers came through that bitch on some goofy shit, tried to kidnap me basically, but they just didn't know I had a gun on me. Because, the police used to ride past and make us raise our shirts up, raise our arms up to see if motherfuckers had bang, because they was lazy. The whole time I had the motherfuckers used to be having taped to my wrist and in my jacket, my hoodie and shit. So when the niggas came and tried to kidnap me, get down on me, they you know what I'm saying, they threw me in the backseat of the car. It was weird. But the passenger was turned around with his banger, just talking crazy and what they was gonna do to me. It took me way from out south, way to out west. I was just trying to see what they was on, because I was really trying to spare their ass. But then, right, when they try to pull in the dark alley and get to talking about money and this and that, and shit, hammer time shit. Motherfucker, one got shot in the head 5 times, the other got shot in the head 3 times. And they got my case was popping in the law library because my lawyer, shout out to Tommy Brewer, he a chief judge in Chicago now. He was my defense attorney, and he went in the law library, my shit in the law library, because I was one of the first people to beat double homicide, self-defense, and shot the people behind the temple.
Yo, that's how you know you have money, yo, cause like that lawyer sounds like he was.
Man, shout out to Tommy Brewer,
was tremendous. He a chief judge right now?
Yeah, he a chief judge right now.
Now, like, were these dudes like guys you were already in it with, or how?
No, these were some old niggas. That's why I hate that I'm getting a little older. I'm 42, but these niggas at the time I was 17. They was like one of them was 38 and one of them was like 39. They had in my trial, because I ain't really had no witnesses. I had a circumstantial witness, who was the dude, little bitch, that told them that they brought some work for me and the work went right. So they was trying to get back up with me and all that. So that's how I even got involved. And then when the murder happened, my gun. when it happened, the car crashed and my gun got slipped in there and I got up out of there. So they had my bang with my fingerprints on it, so I couldn't deny the shit. So I just had to stand on that shit, lawyer up.
And still tall.
Yeah, still tall. I had to stand on trial and everything. What occurred? I mean, what I look back on is like, damn, I was 18 and I got on that stand and I had to stand up and telling people, yeah, I killed them people. Yeah. And yeah, this is why. And I had to make them people stand on and believe me or whatever, or feel me, and they did.
Nah, man, bro.
So shout out to them jurors. I knew I had 7 black females. Shout out to Tommy Brewer. He's a genius with this shit. You gotta know what you're doing. He got me 7 black motherly figures. They was like in their 30s. You know, they from the South Side, Chicago, West Side, so they understood what I was going through. They understood that the old niggas was jealous of what I was doing and tried to get down on me and this and that. And it was like that's what was happening and shit. And I just wasn't going. So.
Now, when you say they were jealous of what you was doing,
I mean,
you probably had, no, they had a month.
No, they had this came home from jail, and I guess they felt like I wouldn't let them eat or some shit. I was around that bitch. I just wanted to, I ain't gonna. When I look back, so I probably was like a little greedy. I was way different. Like I was a little monster for real. Before they even any of this shit ever drill scene anything, I really was like that.
Yeah.
So it's like I was really on some hell no. This building right here, all me all day. I wasn't sharing shit, to be honest.
Of course.
Which I learned lessons about that, you know what I'm saying? And I grew up and I knew, you know what I'm saying, what I did wrong to even get myself in that situation, you know what I'm saying?
Of course. Now you got shot 6 times?
Yeah.
Like, tell me about that.
All right, well that's fast forward to 06.
Okay.
Well, motherfuckers, me and my man, we was out here getting to it, man, you know what I'm saying? Just some Chicago shit. Motherfuckers tried to motherfuckers ran in my man's crib, in his mama and them crib.
Who?
My nigga Shorty 6, some niggas ran into his mama crib where we used to be doing shit at, and tied her and all his people up in the crib and shit. And I was on my way over. It was early in the morning, like 9 in the morning. I was on my way over there to go meet up, do my thing with little bro and them.
Yeah.
And by the time I got to the crib and shit, it was like a 3-flat building, so I'm downstairs ringing the doorbell on the 3rd floor. I'm like, damn, the window open, the phone off the hook, nobody coming to the door. I knew something was wrong, but my first mind was the police in that bitch. So I'm like, man, I don't hear nobody coming down the stairs. Then I heard some big ass boom, 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 booms coming down the stairs. I'm like, damn, they got to be the fucking police.
Soldiers.
I tried to turn around. Now, mind you, I got it on me because I keep it on the motherfucker. So I got it on me and everything. So I'm thinking like, damn, and I got some shit, you know what I'm saying, some other shit on me. So I'm like, oh shit. And I had just bonded out for a banger case, so it was just gonna be wild if that was them. You know what I'm saying? Like, crazy. Damn. The dope swing open, goddamn it. First thing I see is a Yankee hat and a bulletproof vest, G.
Wow.
Automatically, I think detectives.
Of course, police.
So I freeze, like, oh. Then I look, I'm focused, so I see the faces and I instantly, you know what I'm saying? But by the time my shots were going off, and the motherfucker tried to shoot me in my face, because it was like we was this close, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Motherfucker tried to shoot me in my face. I turned my head, he shot me through my neck. It went in and out. I was way fatter though, bro. I was big as hell, so.
I seen.
Yeah, motherfucker shot me through my neck. It went in and out. They ain't shoot nothing but fat. Then he shot me through my chest and all down my side. So I went right in the middle of my chest. They hit nothing but fat, bounced out my side. And then 1 in my side, then 3 down my leg. You know, so I turned to the side, let him eat my side up. But when I did that, I had a little Sig Soy on me. I upped that bitch and got the busted, so they were stuck between the front door and the gate. You know what I'm saying? To get out, my body, they had to get past me type shit. So when the leg shot hit me, broke my femur bone, I fell down. But I ain't let them stand on top of me, because you know in Chicago they like to stand on top of you or do you? Yeah. I ain't let them do that, because now they see that I got to move, but they thinking I'm down because the headshot. They try, hell nah, boom, boom, boom. That motherfuckers up off me. You know what I'm saying? Tearing they fucking vests up and shit. They running out the gate, boom, boom. Motherfucker had a chopper, took a chopper from upstairs and shit. Motherfucker turned around with that chopper and just got to letting that bitch loose at the building, boom, boom, boom. But I'm so glad this goofy ass wasn't like aiming and shooting down, because I was shooting too. I had like a 20-something shot, boom, boom, I'm letting every shell was going out that bitch, so it clicked. And that nigga turned around, shot that K out. It was just knocking chunks of the building off, like bricks of the building was just hitting me in the head, like, oh shit, what the fuck? I was just praying one of them bitches ain't hit me, and it didn't. Man. But I just felt like I was on fire. Blood was coming. I just knew I had long dreads too, so I just knew hella blood was coming out my head, but it was my neck. Thank the Lord. Man. And then when I got to the hospital, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucking doctor had told me, like, man, if anybody ever made fun of you being fat, you tell them it saved your life. So I'm here to tell every motherfucker, when I was fat, that shit saved my life, motherfuckers. Like a bulletproof vest.
Yo, so like you're saying I shouldn't lose weight?
I mean, no, lose some weight, bro. Who died diabetes or some shit. They ain't gonna shoot you. You ain't gonna live that type of life.
Yo, here, right? Because you walked in and said, damn, you short as fuck.
Yeah, you a little motherfucker, man.
Yo, I'm like,
but that would have been a good fight. Motherfucker spit on you. That's a little motherfucking pedophile. You should have slapped the shit out of his ass. That would have been a good one. You knocked his ass out.
Here, right? So those guys who shot you, so like they were involved in the kidnapping of the legendary basketball player Antoine Walker?
I mean, that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they was involved with. I just know they tried to do me, and I ain't let them, and I'm still up. So, you know,
here,
for the ones still that can see, or if they around, you know what I'm saying? They see me.
Now, what's your association with Antoine Walker?
I don't fuck with no Antoine Walker.
No?
Hell no. Nah. Goofy ass basketball player that used to get stuck up in Chicago.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Now did he
been stuck up so many motherfucking times in Chicago, G. He was a walking lick for certain niggas, G.
Wait, he got stuck up after like the fame, like after he got rich and came back?
Yeah, doing the fame, after the fame, it was all type of shit. Motherfuckers, all type of shit happened to that man up there, G.
Yo, he should have paid Big Folks then for like some.
I was a shorty then. I might have been one of the ones trying to get down on it. Nah, I'm just fucking with it. Shout out Antoine Walker though, but yeah, you know he got robbed a lot up there, G.
Now fast forward a little bit, man. How did you get into like the music scene?
Shit, I just used to be interested in music. I just liked that shit. Then you know, my motherfucker with the bag shit, and niggas was around me rapping and shit. It's like, let's do some type shit. You know, motherfuckers get bored. You know, motherfuckers playing with all this little, you know what I'm saying, little D money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Motherfucker, let's try something. Shit, yeah.
And like, who was the first artist you kind of put your money in?
I'll say Mouse, Lil Mouse, because my first little endeavor was like on the fly. We didn't know what we was doing. We was just doing some goofy shit, trying to do. Me and my little homies. Shout out to Will, Kill, Be Easy, Red Dog, my little homies. You know, I grew up with them, and we just tried to do something on some other shit. But I ain't get serious and started really knowing how to invest bread and really move the chess pieces to Lil Mouse.
Lil Mouse. Now, how'd you get Lil Mouse to pop though? Like, what was the secret and the formula behind that?
Well, I mean, shit, shorty was hot. So it's like, what it was is my little brother from over there, from 119th, shout out 119 Maryberry, my niggas, you know what I'm saying, all the guys. Now, you know, we were sitting at the table, we used to have a little D-line with me, him, and Shotta, Top Shotta. We used to do like 8,000 a day. I just started it up, you know what I'm saying? Like, boom, it's 2012. We just started up the line. Yeah. It's right there, Shotta controlling the line for me. So I'm more entwined with them now. Look, you know, sitting at the table doing certain shit, so they in my ear. So little Millie, who Mouse used to always rap about, that's a little driller. He always be like, he just sitting at the table with me one day, like, man, listening to the little music. And I'm like, who's that, Chief Keef? He like, no. He like, that's Lil Mouse from over there. And he was 12 at the time. I'm like, that's Lil Mouse. I'm like, what are you rapping, Chief Keef songs? And y'all record it? They like, hell no, he do this shit himself.
Did his shit?
Yeah, then I was like, man, what the fuck? And the whole time I was jealous of Dro's situation with Chief Keef. Like, damn, I know this nigga can do that shit. I know we can get a stock out there. Go the fuck off.
Nah, cause like I would imagine Lil Mouse reminded you of yourself, cause you hopped off, you know, or got blessed in at like 13.
That too.
And he was a wild dude. Bro, I remember seeing like Lil Mouse on TV for like terrorizing some young boy in like school. Yeah. I was like, yo, this kid, yo, who is this kid, man?
Hey, man, all that bullshit in the news clips and all that shit came from Ramfest goofy ass. You know Kanye homeboy?
No.
Well, his name Ramfest. He's a fucking lame ass nigga.
Oh, Ramfest.
Yeah, okay. Ramfest. The goofball that's trying to be some political prisoner ass type nigga. But his ass, goddamn it, had reported us to Mary Mitchell, this bitch on the news, and Mary Mitchell was like this politician in Chicago at the time or whatever, and they put us all on the news talking about child abuse, because what he was talking about. Then after that shit came, or he was at school, his mama had to take him out to school, goddamn, because now the kids at school talking they feeling threatened because he there. Somebody older brother got killed in the neighborhood. The little boy was going to the school with Mouse. They tried to come up with some crazy plan, because when people in the hood know you got money, it's like they trying to attack a motherfucker.
Exactly.
So they just try to put a little smut on little folks' name, like he went up there and tried to basically scatter little boy, that brother that just got killed type shit, like, which we ain't nothing, nobody ain't fuck about that shit.
Of course. Now, what was Lil Mouse, I guess, his first, like, taste of success, like the first song that, you know, like got
Get
out of
Smoked,
here?
the first song that he did. He ever recorded, he ever wrote. The first song I ever took him to the studio, he sat down with was Get Smoked.
Yeah. At that point, though, he was kind of rising. And then another guy came along called Slim Jesus. Now, first off, do you feel like Slim Jesus kind of like took the Lil Mouse flow and like Lil Sauce?
What it was, he could never take Lil Mouse flow and sauce, because Lil Mouse was really come from that. He really that.
Yeah.
But the little boy, what I seen, it was like an internet. It was not an internet industry plant type shit. Like they felt like they felt like we wasn't capitalizing enough off their drill scene, and they was seeing shit. So other people was like, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's do it the safe way. They was trying to do a Disney route, like, well, maybe we could do this and bring the money in. Like basically what they did with 6ix9ine. But they was trying to do it with Slim. They was doing the goofy. They finally got it together. Or somebody finally got together where they can just make a goofball, look real, put some real niggas around them,
Frank
and then
Block.
turn them up. Yeah, Frank block them out. 6ix9ine shit. And I was involved with it. And then when I seen King Yellow and them on there, it really blew me. At first, we was gonna leave him alone, but then I did the Zack shit. I made Zack pull up on me after he came back from out of town from doing that shit. And I just had to really tell their ass how I felt. Like that shit was like some real goofy shit. Cause I know they couldn't see like I see, or they'd be in my position.
Yeah, cause they hopped on the remix to Drill Time. Now, was them hopping on a remix before I guess Slim Jesus responded back to the Lil Mouse, or was that after?
No, it was kind of. Let me see how that shit went. I know he did Drill Time, and Mouse did a song called Kill Time.
Yeah.
Because in Chicago, all that drill shit, that shit is just talking about like some rapper shit and this and that. Because we got killers. That motherfuckers that'll hunt your ass down.
Of course.
With no problem.
Of course.
So it's like, when he went Drill Time, we went Kill Time. Then I think that's when they went up there and kind of did the remix with him, which I felt like they was trying to put a Chicago stamp on him, because only way you could really get that drill stamp if you get one of our artists to really co-sign you or fuck with you. With all them New York drill rappers and all that shit, if they don't go fuck with Lil Durk or Herb or one of these ones that's popping, or PGF Nook, one of these little new niggas, y'all really, I mean, you don't got my stamps. I don't know about the other niggas that helped start this shit, but I don't really, you gotta get one of our stamps, because we don't even know what you about. You could be a motherfucker 6ix9ine or Slim Jesus on us again.
Of course. Why do you think Slim Jesus was so hated? Because the thing about it, like most of these rappers aren't really out here killing niggas or like living that life. Most of these niggas don't even come from that. So why do you think Slim Jesus was so hated? Well, at that time, like just by the world, because like
because everybody seen the goofy ass white boy trying to step in a real dangerous lane, and them think that they was gonna be able to control it. So when I did the interview, I just was warning his mama, like, only way that you really could really be honored in the drill scene is when you really lost a lot of people close to you, or you lost your own life. So which one he gonna do?
Of course. Now you spoke to having a Zacktv interview. So did you guys ever get like close or even cordial before his death?
Who's that?
Yeah, Zacktv.
That was my man's, boy.
Wow. So how did you feel when Zacktv got killed?
Man, it hurt it. It was like, but it was just like, I know better. Like I said, the city haven't changed. When you do certain shit, when you try to.
But he's a blogger though, man.
Man, listen, that shit don't matter in Chicago. You could be a blogger. I love it, like the King Yellows, the DJUs, and all that. I'm loving what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to get in that shit, because it's okay to talk. I'd rather talk than motherfuckers shooting each other. Like I seen the white boy Billy Kauck's goofy ass had said something about Chicago was turning to the Kardashians with all these new bloggers and all this goofy shit. When you're a white boy holding the camera with niggas pointing guns at him, and I guess that's what he get turned on about. He'd rather see us getting into it and killing each other instead of niggas just talking and blogging and all that. So to Billy Kauck, he got to really watch his step, because niggas ain't feeling that at all.
Now, definitely. Now, why do you think Zacktv got some hate, or why was he hated?
I don't think he was hated. What he did, he made a bunch of mistakes, and he wasn't from Chicago like that. He came from out of town. A lot of people didn't know that. Nobody asked where he's from. Just some popping motherfuckers just jumping on the bandwagon. Nobody knew where that man was from. I think that nigga was from like Brooklyn, some motherfucker was.
Really, Zacktv?
Yeah, he wasn't from Chicago. He was from out of town, some motherfucker was. But that was my man, G. And all I think he did wrong was just like choosing sides. And when you choose sides, when you pick a side in Chicago, you better be damn sure be ready to ride with that one side. So it's like, say if you up there and you just interviewing big folks. Yeah. You ain't never going to see what the other niggas talking about, the BDs, the Moes or the Lords or Neutron niggas are just out there. You just specifically just like on you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And motherfuckers might get like, man, what fam type shit on. You know what I'm saying? Like he must be one of them, and then if you fucking with me, I might got enemies.
Of course.
So it's like, you just brought all my enemies, nigga. So don't focus just on one person when you a blogger.
Now, Lil Durk, I think King Louis, and Mouse at the time, there was some conflict there, right? How'd you get them to do a song together?
Oh, it wasn't no conflict with Mouse in that situation. Mouse was kind of like,
of course.
We was kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
The little homie.
No, Mouse wasn't the love homie.
Oh, no?
We was in a position of power in Chicago.
Okay.
Because you got to understand, Durk and Louie and the people, the Moo niggas and the OTM niggas was into it or had whatever little beef they had going on at the time.
Yeah.
And all I simply asked was 2 friends, which was Durk and Louie, could y'all come sit down and holler so we could go make this money off these tours these motherfuckers trying to give us.
Yeah.
And they not going to do it unless all us signing off. Certain motherfuckers in Chicago, the real drill scene motherfuckers. It was big money on the table. And they all know. And we left that money on the table because we couldn't get past the first show. I think it was in Indiana somewhere. And they got into it, and them people snatched that money off the table. Like, hell no. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. So, okay, so how did you and Lil Mouse, I guess, how did that, like, working relationship end? Because you, bro, like, you did a lot for him. So how did...
That's like, I just say it like this. He was like a son to me. You know what I'm saying? And he still is. Like, I just had to, you know, like, he wanted to go do it. Like, he had too many people in his ear. That's exactly what happened. Too many people that was in his ear that didn't have nothing to do with our business.
Of course.
So it was like, it was confusing. You got to remember, he was young. And he was going hard, too. He was up next for the biggest deal in Chicago after Chief Keef. We was knowing that. They told me just get him to be 16. It's over with.
Of course.
I don't even say from 3 major labels. Everybody know Birdman, of course.
Oh, well, Birdman was interested.
What?
Speak
that's
with
all, man, Birdman, that's my man. It's like, he was ready. But what happened at the time, him and Lil Wayne was damn near having conflict behind closed doors, and people didn't know that already. We were some of the first people to know that. Birdman came, he brought us to Miami, flew us straight out. Now the conflict between that had happened was Birdman wanted to sign Mouse, but Lil Wayne wanted to sign Mouse.
Wow.
So it's like Lil Wayne's position was, you know, we started at Mac Man, like, you know what I'm saying, what the fuck? Like, what kind of shit, you know, what's going on type shit.
Gotcha.
You know, we come down to take the meeting with Birdman in Miami and shit. Birdman, boom, we say we gonna wait on Wayne type shit. Wayne was out there, he come, he like, no, he wanna meet Mouse. And Mouse was stuck in Colorado with my nigga Heavy Low, shout out Slime. You know what I'm saying, they was stuck in Colorado on a flight. It was winter time, they was coming to Miami. Yeah. So we like, all right, well, we gonna wait on Mouse and Wayne to get here, Bird, you know what I'm saying? Bird, like, you know, shout out to Birdman, that's one of my role models, because I like the way he really live in real life.
Birdman.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, in real life, not on what y'all see. Like real life, that nigga a real boss type shit. So he was that day that we was at Hit Factory, sitting down talking about the deal with him and my BMF family. Yeah. So he seen the structure behind Mouse. He even said it himself. He said, "Well, goddamn." He said he got the EDs from Chicago behind him and the BMF. Like, whoa, like, you know, he was more interested basically. Of course. Like, damn, because it was like Big Cuz was in the meeting and you know, Birdman knew them personally. All his security, when they came in, they was hugging Big Cuz and you know, they came in trying to look mean and tough for the Chicago niggas and then turned into a bunch of big ass Care Bears with hugs and shit. Well, you know, shout out to them because they some real monsters though, but.
Wait, so Lil Mouse wanted to sign to Birdman or Lil Wayne, and then how did you get, I guess, X out the picture?
I ain't get X'd out no picture, bro. I was the CEO of Hellbeds. I had Mouse signed. He's locked, sealed, and delivered. All my business was straight. Oh, got you. One of my attorneys was Drake attorney at the time. So it was like, we was definitely going to do the deal with Universal and with Birdman. That's who I was more looking to do business with. But then Lil Wayne, they like sending kites. Boo from Boo and Gotti, his best friend at the time, Boo, was sending kites like, you know, hold off when Wayne want to holler, you know what I'm saying? Wait a minute, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, damn, we just stuck now, like, damn, what they want to do type shit.
All right. And is Lil Mouse still signed, or like how did that like work and relationship?
I mean, he was signed. I had him under like a contract. Once he told me he was ready to do it on his own, shit, I just, you know, I released him, shit. That's my little bro. So it's like, it wasn't no, I'm gonna keep you and do this and that. No, go get rich, nigga. I was already up.
Not facts. Now, you say you were a big Birdman fan. Now, Birdman recently came out and said that Rick Ross stole his persona from Birdman. Do you think that's true?
I believe it 100%.
Speak on it.
I just believe that, you know, Rick Ross, to me, you know what I'm saying, I feel the boss. I got a big brother that looked like the feds must have came in his closet and made Rick Ross, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's how we feel like that. They just made him up out of like real nigga, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I just feel like Birdman was just, you know, on the business side, he really do that, G. Who Rick Ross did like Nicki Minaj or a motherfucker Drake or Lil Wayne, G? Yeah. He don't got that under his belt as far as the music go. As far as the street shit go, he used to be a correctional officer, just like basically like a regular type nigga. Of course. Birdman was in them streets. I know a hell of niggas from down there at the bottom, they call it. And that nigga been that. Of course. Like been that.
Your question, so like when did you first meet Nipsey?
I met Nipsey, shout out to my Paru homies and shit, Free G Weed, you know what I'm saying, my nigga Solo, all my blood homies from the Nellas. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, we was down here rocking and rolling with them, you know what I'm saying, they my real family, so it's like we down there rocking and rolling with them. They took us to the studio to meet Nip. This had to be like 2013, 2014. And we locked in from there. He fell in love with Mouse. Mouse got 2 songs with Nipsey that Nipsey didn't want to release because he was on some Big Brother shit. Like, you know what? I want his delivery to get better. I want him to get better, and then we're gonna release these songs. Yeah. And he was working on that $100 tape shit he was doing at the time. So he's like, man, just hold him. And I held him. I still got him.
Yeah. Yo, tell me about like okay, so there was like an altercation with Nipsey in Chicago?
Oh, yeah. I can't remember quite well. Yeah, it was when he was on that tour with that shit. And when he just started promoting that Duce and all that shit, he came to Chicago to this club called Reggie's and shit. It's on the low end and shit too. He was in there, and I was shocked because it ain't like Nipsey don't have no big fan base in Chicago like that, where niggas just hella Nipsey'd out and all. Hell no, it never been. Yeah. So it was like when he came to see how many people packed the show, I was fucked up. Like, well, I guess I was wrong.
Shocked, yeah. You was like that.
But it was an underlying thing to that Nipsey had told me backstage. He's like, you see all the Mexicans in the front row? He like, there's some shit going on back home. You know what I'm saying? Some shit happening. Motherfuckers into it, you know? Mm-hmm. Like that shit coming on, like motherfuckers chasing me down on tour, Mexicans and shit. Like I'm talking about they like 30 deep. Mm-hmm. They wild as hell. They got Crenshaw shirts on in Chicago. I'm like, what the fuck? He like, man, I'm thinking they his fans in the show. He get off the stage like, hell no. He like, man, like, you know, keep your eyes up type shit. I'm like, damn. So we chill. We got, like I say, he was promoting that Duce shit. So he had hella cases of that shit. So we back to get drunk, talking shit. Yeah. We talking big crib shit. We talking big G shit. You know, we just going crazy. So his tour bus was in the alley. So he was with his homie Grandpa. He was with the nigga that he got killed with. Yeah. You know, that's why I always seen that shit.
Bullshit right there, man. You
yeah, I always used to see that shit on like, damn, like Shorty was with him. And I just don't like the fact that he ran away from him. Like, even though them bullets coming and this and that, and I know most regular niggas would do that, but the love I know that they have for each other, I think he should have jumped on top of his body or some type of shit, because that's what I would have did for Kevo. You see what I'm saying?
Of course.
Like, you know, I wouldn't have let him get ate up like that, because you see how legendary he was. And at the time, now shout out to Grandpa too, because if he see this, you know, Crib Dad know, like big folks gonna keep it real. Mm-hmm. Now I seen that and I was pissed off about it, but he also showed how gangster he was for Nipsey another time. That's why I didn't understand this time, because in Chicago, you know, like I say, we was back in the alley and shit. You know, we getting ready, me and my people getting ready to leave. We got the 30 boppers on us. We gone. We like, Nip, gonna get out of here. They were so in it and so in love with like how much love they got. He just back there chilling, just him, Grandpa. He had a big ass security with glasses on and a driver, a bus driver. They on tour. This how he mobbing. He gone. You know, security got his 40s on, you know what I'm saying? Boom, big, tall, goofy motherfucker though. Because whoever he is, I know he got fired that night because it was 6 Mexicans. Like, now mind you, me and my niggas sit, we leaving out the alley and shit. You know, everybody getting ready to leave, they getting ready to pull out. But in my rear view, I'm seeing like hella Mexicans with these colorful Crenshaw shirts running through the alley, hoodies and shit, running through the alley, and there was snow outside and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? By the time we busted you, bam, it's going down in the alley. All we see is the big ass security. Now he off the bus. Yeah. They got Nipsey locked in there, and Grandpa they locked in the bus. Found get a little ass Mexican, knock his ass out like Mike Tyson. Bam, knock his big ass straight out. All you see is glasses and his gun slide across the ice. Now we through the car and park like, what the fuck? Hopping out. Yeah. Now by the time we hop out, Grandpa had hopped off the bus on some real act of courage shit for Nipsey, G, on some real shit. Okay. Like, and locked Nipsey in the back of the bus and hopped off that bus fighting hella Mexicans, and they stabbed that boy up. You know, it's in Chicago newspaper and everything. They got to stab him. By the time we get there, now motherfuckers ain't trying to shoot Grandpa. You know what I'm saying? Wow. It's going crazy. Like, these Mexicans wild as hell. Like, what the fuck? So motherfuckers got to cut that situation up. Boom, boom, boom. And say his bus got shot up, but you know, shout out to Nip. But rest in peace, Nip. You know, even Grandpa know, like it wasn't from the Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? They was climbing on his bus. Stabbed Grandpa in the middle of the street, bleeding, in the alley bleeding, this shit's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Nip get up out of there, boom. You know, I'm on the phone with him, like, go and get up out of there, motherfucker, get Grandpa to the hospital. He went to Cook County Hospital that night.
That incident remind me of something. So Lil Durk like told Meek. So Meek told Durk, yo, bro, I'm trying to come to your hood, right?
Meek Mill?
Yeah, I told Durk that.
Hey, listen, man, let me tell you something how inspirational Lil Mouse was to this shit. Yeah. And that Get Smoke song. You know that Dreams and Nightmare shit that boy famous for? Yeah. You know the line that they had to drop the beat for? When you fuck around. He got it from Mouse. And our whole thing was, you know, I ain't never want to press him about it or nothing like that, but I know my BMF family could have got over with him easily for me, but I just didn't. I wasn't never no fan of him, so I really didn't care. And it was just like, now he ain't never come pay homage to Shorty. Matter of fact, around the time before, I think he was fucking with Nicki Minaj then, she had came to Chicago, gave a nigga $15,000 just to come out with her and make sure she was cool. And I'm like, what's to do type shit, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But, you know, it's like he was trying to avoid us type shit. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But, But I feel that shit, when motherfuckers drop that line in the world shake and seeing that shit with that, I just be wondering, do they know that came from a fucking 13-year-old that this boy just ripped that from?
You're right. Have y'all ever thought about, like legally trying to take action to get some money out of him?
Ain't nobody need no money. I don't even think he got more money than me, so why would we don't need that?
We
never thought about it on the money's part. We always thought about it like, man, you gotta respect Shorty, especially coming through Chicago. But then motherfuckers fuck with him, and so it's just like we just look past the type shit. Like, okay, well, it's what it is. But as big as I know, that song that's the most popular song the man got. That's what put him on the map.
Of course,
he took a line from a 13-year-old that he was inspired by, but he never reached back and showed no love. And he's supposed to be this Philly cat and this street nigga. But I just never seen him come. Like, maybe he was scared to come around now. Shout out to the niggas that was never scared to come to Chicago. G, like Future, Young Scooter really sitting on the block. Drake in the park. I was in the park with Drake and Future one day. Goddamn it, one night in Chicago, Drake had no security, nigga. It was just him and his little African manager, Ethiopian manager. They was in that bitch with hella bitches is just chilling and. I'm looking at Future like, man, we over here looking like a bunch of gang members. That boy over there with all the hoes. This nigga, I see why he the man.
Just chilling. No, so the reason why I brought up like the Meek thing is because, so Meek told Durk, yo, I'm trying to come to your hood. And Durk said, listen, I can't really like save you, right? Go, right?
Telling him the truth, shit.
Yo, Durk said, go at your own risk. So now the thing is this. Is there a check-in culture in Chicago? Like if somebody checks in,
let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Who are you gonna check in with?
That's true. Well, big folks, right?
No, we'll check in with me. Now you that's with me now. I'm gonna have my little goons around you. Yeah. But what if we into it with motherfuckers in Chicago? You still at high risk.
Got you.
There is nobody. It's no like, you with big folks in there. Because big folks get down and people that know me know what's going on. But then what about people that don't know me? Mm-hmm. The little shorty that's with the switch, like, I don't give a fuck about no big folks. I'm gonna do this. You just got to be alert. I'm like that anywhere we go. Because it ain't just in Chicago. Y'all always putting that stain on Chicago. What about LA? Y'all been robbing rappers and actors forever. That's how most of the gang bangers live out here. So why the fuck do the shit be on Chicago so tough? Niggas come to Chicago and be having the best times of their lives damn near. They never have no problems, damn near no big stars. What's the last big star you heard getting something happen to in Chicago?
In Chicago? I mean, like, other than, like, the rappers?
I mean, besides our own, because they don't count, because that's, like, local shit. That's, like, little problems that they had before they got on type shit. Of course.
Yeah, I can't think of nobody, man. Now, speaking of the rappers passing away, PGF Nuke. Now, have you been, I guess, like, witnessing his, like, recent actions?
Man, I've been saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, he just trying to get on, G. Niggas be trying to go viral just like the goofy pedophile spit on you. They look for viral moments, because I got information about that. They said he sat there and he planned that. He wanted to do a viral moment. So he just sat, that's why he sat there so calmly, like a pedophile that he is, sit there calmly, wait on his prey, then he spit, like he's spitting on a dick or something. That's the only time I see spit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I always see spit. Yo, come out of the mouth and suck a dick.
Hey, listen, man. Let's get to it then, man. Yo, Kevo's in this building, man.
Yeah, Kevo on this bitch.
All right, man. Here, so
like Kodak called him, Kevo the billionaire.
Right. Here, so how about this? So like, what was y'all like first reaction when y'all like seen that like a viral clip?
I died laughing.
You died laughing?
I died. I'm silly like that. I like silly shit. I just wanted to see him get beat up after that. Like, damn, because I was like, now what's about to happen?
So I was disappointed. You got to think though. We already seen that the sex crime. So it was kind of like, it's almost like when I seen them on the show. I'm like, damn, they got a real like pedophile type.
Yeah, you got to watch your show. Shows get canceled for that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful. Adam probably secure, but you.
It was in my show.
No, he was on your show.
Oh, no. It was like an interview, so like, yeah.
Well, you interviewed a pedophile.
Yeah.
You don't want to be coming into this shit known to be interviewing pedophiles. And then start interviewing pedophiles? Hell no.
So you know how like people be having allegations and rumors, like they try to say, oh, Kevo got a BBL, Kevo got this, Kevo got that. Kevo that don't nobody respect, all this. This is real 100% facts. If you look up his first and last name, you feel me, you will see that he has a sex crime of touching a 13-year-old girl. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah. And R. Kelly had the same sex crime. See where R. Kelly at right now, right?
R. Kelly shit was federal. The only difference, though, you got no real shit. The only difference was Kelly shit went federal. He beat his state cases, remember? Yeah. He'd have been, remember he was singing, not guilty with Jig in them? Because he done raped all the little bitches or did whatever he done did, and he's singing not guilty. That's the same way 16 did on your show. Not guilty, bitch. He did the R. Kelly on you. Now, what if the feds would have picked that case up? What if it would have been that big? But we also know the truth to that.
Okay,
now,
so like speak on it though. So like again, so like during like that interview, again, like I knew real surface information, right? Meaning like I didn't know the full story, right? So like my whole thing was like, why are you even like asking me about this, right?
Yeah, because he wanted to get it off his chest,
right? But but like speak on it though. So like, what was the real information to that story?
No, the real information to that story about him not getting what it is. What's the chomos called? What you call that shit? The pedophile crime when you get guilty. Registered sex offender. Yeah, that was his big thing. Why he not a registered sex offender? But that little girl was 13 years old at the time. Flock, you got to think. Maybe you don't know because you're probably younger. You ain't no parent. But motherfuckers, they got kids. They got a 13-year-old daughter that just entered high school. They know she got 4 years to be there. Why would they want her to be there with a stain on her, telling she done got raped and charged this boy and this and that? That'd be hard for a black girl coming up in the black community like that. So when all the parents, the mama got with the principal and this and that, they just figured it's better to sweep it on the rug. But the police had to do what they had to do. They still charged them.
Of course.
If the charges got dropped, then that's probably why he didn't get convicted.
Yeah. Now, okay, so when did I guess like the issue start then? Because like he did the interview with the Miko dude, but which was fine because all he uncovered was that Miko was the rat because Miko got a 5K1 in their case and nobody else do. Yeah. Then when he found that out, he was kind of thrown back, and then that's what brought when him and Kevo went live with each other, and Kevo was kind of chastising on him what he was doing wrong.
Look, who told me to go live with him?
I told
I don't even know the nigga.
Now, mind you, I'm going too fast. Mind you, my little bro Top Shotter, you know what I'm saying, called me because Shotter one of them niggas that's in tune with everybody. He the one that's gonna stay in touch with Durk, make sure he good. Like he's like that. Of course. Like real family oriented. So he instantly like, oh well, I know Shorty, you know what I'm saying, and let me see, you know what I'm saying, what's to him type shit. He called like, man, like, Shorty like he just a blogger and he just trying to get a story and this and that and all this goofy shit. So once Shotta like, you know what I'm saying, just hear him out, folks, because Shotta know where this shit about to go to, because I really don't play with nothing like with me or nothing around me. Kevo around me, this is my brother, been for a long time. So it's like you coming over here playing type shit, like what you want, like, because the motherfuckers will get on that so fast, you won't be able to go nowhere. LA, Chicago, fuck Chicago, you already can't come now. You scared yourself from coming now.
Yo, speaking on that, because
interviewing too many people ops.
No, because he also said, because he also said, who said that he can't come to Chicago, or who said he can't come outside?
I did.
Got you. Right now, also too, like speak here, like we are like moving like way too fast, right? Let's slow it down, right, and like tell the whole story, right? So you got on live. Now his whole thing is when he got on live and he felt as if like Kevin was like lowbroing him.
This was the thing when me and him was on live. He felt unconfident because you got to remind you, it was a TV on the floor. He had Billy Kauck's house. So if I'm at my friend's house and I don't got a car or a home, can't get a home because I'm a pedophile. You know what I mean? So you can't get an apartment. So he's not all the way confident all the way because he's on live with me and they all Billy Kauck's them in the background and they trying to fix the camera, and so you got to understand that you feeling damn near when we talking he's sounding like you want to like cry almost. Yeah, it's like you got to really look at the interview. So
that's real bitch nigga shit. Like texting me, having Rooga text me
like man,
please
bro, thank you bro, and this and that.
Hey, you think I'm lying? I brought my phone with me. I like evidence,
bro.
I brought my phone
with me. Shit, bro. Listen,
I got my phone with me, G. The man gonna go to the police. The man gonna do this for what? Nobody did. Man, let to the world. Kevo, this beef that they in, can somebody please pull up on the internet or show me with nobody. Kevo said anything about these people, G?
Nothing.
All this fake ass cyber, I'm being cyberly attacked. I don't know.
Who said that?
This was 16 think that bots and whatever the fuck he be talking about, that we be down laughing at this
only person I know that's like a police officer that'd be like screenshotting everything on the internet and
watching it,
posting, doing this. I'm like, what the fuck?
Police vibes, because you don't come outside, you ain't active. Everybody that hang out with you say two things.
Man, I don't fuck with that nigga.
Fuck with him like that.
That goofy ass cameraman. That's his own homies. Like, man, what, man?
Yeah. You hear the nigga? I just seen the nigga take 600 or whatever this dude interview with DJ U, and he even explained it like, man, he don't know these people. He don't know nothing about a Bandman Kevo. He wasn't in the streets getting no money from 08 to now. How would he know Kevo? Kevo wasn't dealing with no bum ass niggas. Cameramans and all this weird ass shit, hell no. So how would you even know? I'm talking about don't nobody fuck with Kevo in Chicago. Don't nobody in Chicago. What are you talking about, fam? Your ass from Maywood.
Yeah, no, because I seen a Clubhouse clip where they was like trying to like question, I guess, Kevo's street credibility.
Let me correct you. He from Concordia Park. the fake Algill Gardens, and then he went to Maywood. My bad.
So you got to think most of his traffic is most of the people that even follow the nigga is like straight like hater bums, Kevo haters,
little weirdos
type shit.
Like
they not really on no
weirdos.
You know what I mean? Because they see what he doing, so they just like, oh, okay, cool. But it ain't get him nowhere. And he might as well. His career is really over with. You might as well stop doing what you're doing. You ain't if you can't get a car from doing what you're doing or your own apartment, nigga, you wasting your time.
Wasting your fucking time.
Now, question is, so after you guys had like an hour like talk right online.
Yeah.
How did things escalate after that?
No, nothing escalated. So basically, he was feeling shitty, like type probably. So you know, like I said, me and Dam,
like a little dog.
Me and Dam or whatever. You know, we was like I said, I've been stopped talking to Dam. Ask bro, when I first moved to Miami, I had females. You know what I mean? So it was to the point where like I've been done with her, but I was still cool with her for the kids. So she was posting like little weird shit as like I'm single and this and this. So basically 16 like was in her comments type shit. You know what I mean? And then like you was texting her long paragraphs, and you gotta understand, me and her phone was connected. You know what I mean? So I was seeing her like texts and stuff like that. So I seen him like hitting her up and stuff like that to try to like basically he was trying to talk to my baby mama that I didn't fuck with to get information out of her of me type shit, acting like he like her. But you know how most niggas would be like, oh well, you know she chew like nigga, you texting this lady long ass paragraphs. I'm seeing it. You feel me? Like talking to her for 8 to 10 hours all day, because you know he's sitting in the house all day not doing nothing. And Billy want him out the house.
Flakko, mind you, Kevo we watching this in real time when he's doing it, so we know everything that they're sitting up plotting and planning. So we just laugh.
Wait, who's Billy?
Billy is the white boy that he lives with on his floor.
Yeah, gotcha. He stayed with him on his floor. The cameraman for a little Rooga.
Yeah. Got you.
So he's basically like
in Chicago, right?
And no, I don't think that they know that
I think they out here somewhere. Okay. Or Arizona
I don't think
somewhere.
that they know his background. So basically, you didn't really hear about the 16 nigga until recently, because he probably thought that sex crime was going to get expunged, because usually after 10 years, the sex crime goes off your background. You know what I mean? Because it's old, but it's still on there. And he probably thought like, damn, people are seeing it. So now he called himself like, oh, I'm going to expose. How you going to expose somebody and you a raper?
No,
like what the hell? Like, like for
he
real.
He thought it
though.
was expunged off his record, because they tell you after 7 years shit'll be gone, but they'll tell you that you really got to go down to like the courthouses and really pay some money and then get it expunged and all this and that. So it was still available for records. People would still go look it up.
Yeah, no facts, right? But then after that though, so why did he then start posting? I guess like posting more shit about Kevo? How did like
I think he got obsessed with Kevo along the way.
So long story short, him and Dime was talking. So you know how like you don't want to be with a girl.
Yeah.
So what the girl would do is like, let's paint in there, because she tried to pay Kayla Nicole for a relationship. She was like, yeah, let's get in a gay relationship and let's expose Kevo and this and this and shit. Kayla Nicole like, hell no, bitch. So when she did the homeless thing, this is how bad the bitch won't clout. She lied and said she homeless on Section 8.
How?
You have a home. Listen. You have a home in Illinois on Section 8 talking about you're married. Like, what type of crime you trying to get brought to you? Now, on top of that, you do this in Miami. You're crying real tears talking about you homeless, but you can go back to your home in Illinois if you wanted to. So I knew she was fluky right then and there. So now she's chasing it, and it still didn't get her to. It didn't still. Nothing she does, it gets her nowhere. Anything she tries, it gets her nowhere. I always knew she was going to be like a failure, but I was still rocking out with her because of the whole jail shit. I'm just like, well, you know, I met her. She wasn't nothing. She was just like a little stripper bitch. You know what I mean? I'm like, well, you know, I can use another little bitch while I'm locked up to just be sending me money and doing what I needed to do, coming to bring me cell phones and jail, shit like that. She wasn't nothing more than that. I told her when I got out of jail, I'm going to help you out, pay you back. And all the other girls that did shit for me, I paid her back. But then I end up nutting in the bitch, and every time, like,
which I told him when he came home in the half, don't do it.
Yeah, look,
he was acting bad.
Like how she is, I want to keep the baby and this and that, and I'm just like, all right, fuck it, type shit. You know what I mean? And as far as the marriage thing went, you know how like a girl hold you down type shit, 3 years. I'm just like, all right, well, she was having problems with her first baby daddy. And she was like, well, you know, my daughter, I'm gonna end up losing my daughter. I just need you to do this type shit. So I'm doing them a favor. I'm like, all right, I'll do it, you know, for you, because you did what you did type shit. But I'm not trying to marry you. That's why I was no ring. There was no wedding, none of that. You feel me? But like I said, how the 16 nigga in her had to paint the narrative like, oh, I took your.
They had to make it interesting.
But remind you, Adam did an interview 2 months ago.
Adam ass tweaking. Y'all let this conversation get that far. Adam could have just crushed it, you know. Adam did. He forgot. You can go on no jumper clips 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Adam was like, man, this baby mom, this bitch calling up here talking about, can you do an interview on Kevo? Talking about she homes. I don't interview baby mamas and all that.
After he
the
kicked
bitch
her
that
out.
got put out. Yeah, the bitch that got put out as you call that.
So let me ask you something. How did you take?
Fast forward to now.
How did you take somebody?
That's true. Now listen. Now let me know if this is true. And he stated, I believe on Clubhouse, that he been fucking with Dom even before Kevo.
He lying.
Hell no, G. Motherfuckers got phone records of the day
He
they
lying.
started talking.
No.
She even said, motherfuckers don't pay her no attention because she not really nothing without being Kevo name attached to it, so you wouldn't pay her attention.
Yeah.
But she had her little shit she put on YouTube, and she said it like, yeah, I didn't start talking to 16. And me and Kevo was way done, and when I knew it was all the way over,
you
with,
gotta
and I was out
watch
the house.
some of her weird.
Yeah, I watched
videos.
some of her weird. I don't want to pump her shit up, but she tell you the truth about everything basically.
Of course.
Then, but motherfuckers get on there and tell her like, no, dummy, you fumbled the bag.
So what happened? What happened is he was talking to her. They was talking back and forth in the DMs, which I seen. You got to think.
Yeah.
I got her. She's so stupid. She let me put her on contract.
Oh shit! So you own like, let's say like her TikTok, YouTube, and shit like that.
Whatever she do, I can literally
dying.
just even she's so. Let me tell you how dumb she is. She don't even have her name trademarked.
Wow.
Like she's just a super airhead, and she listens to anybody and everybody. So look, long story short, she got her Instagram deleted. When she got her Instagram deleted, her and her weird ass daddy, you know, the one that we was talking about that work at Manpower.
He put he stuffed Windex in Windex bottles and shit for a living, and this is the person he was taking advice from.
And this is the same daddy that she was telling me about. Like, oh, he let me get raped when I was a kid, because you know she got touched by a guy like 16. You know what I'm saying? When she was,
that's why it was weird to me. Like, damn, she was molested, but she going out with a pedophile. What kind of sick, twisted shit is
so
this?
every time I see it, I just look at the guy. His name James. You can actually look him up too. So when I see them, I just see James and her. You feel me? Because I'm like, damn. So it kind of like make me feel like, whoa. You feel me?
Yeah,
but how he want to make it is like, I care type shit. Like,
course.
oh man, he gotta care about. Like, nigga, you care about it. You on the phone with her for 10 hours. I don't. If you ask her, if you ask her, right? If you ask her, even ask Gang. I've never been on the phone out of 2 years since I've been out of jail. I've never been on the phone with that girl longer than 15 minutes.
I honestly say the last
15
2 years,
minutes.
since he been in Miami, the reason why people are like, well, why the manager always saying shit and this and that? Because this is why. For everybody, the women and this and that. Kevo was living his life. He had been left her when they moved to Miami. He wasn't coming home. She had no family. She had nobody. Me and my baby mama could have been dogs and be like, hell no, bitch, call somebody or call Jesus. Right. But no, we took it as family because we was like a family. And I know Kevo was being out here loose. I knew he had just got home from jail. I know once he got down there, he was gonna be acting bad. He got too much money.
Yeah.
I was telling him, and he was kind of like, no, I'm gonna keep her in, you know what I'm saying, the crib. She comfortable type shit with how she living. She just want to be a stay-at-home mom, give her a 10,000 month allowance or some shit. She cool type shit. Yeah. But then that stopped being cool to her, I guess. I don't know.
Of course.
I can show you a text message right now when she was saying that she don't want to. If she can't have me, she don't even want to live no more. And that was what, March?
Yeah, so he'll get those calls. Then we'll have to stay on the phone with her till 4 or 5 in the morning, begging her to get away from the kids crying or just go in the bathroom.
I'll just go in the bathroom and I don't want to. What's the reason to live?
It was serious. And I'm not cracking no joke on her. Like, it's funny because Kevo left nothing like that because she was like family. Like, she was. And it's like to see her just know that, like, I guess she figured like, well, Kevo don't want me no more. I'm just gonna go out with a bang, and hopefully I get something out of it, and hopefully I can develop my YouTube channel off of it. Then she listened to a pedophile like 16, like, well, let's concoct this, let's do that, and she paid him for it.
Here, so wait.
She paid for those 17 motherfucking interviews and the fake relationship. Remind you what he just said. Damn. She tried to give it to Kayla. She didn't have enough money for Kayla Nicole.
So the only goofy was the fall for it was him because he like
pissed my for it. Wow, here, right. So, question though, right? So, because I seen like you and Dom, you know, like y'all weren't together, but you guys like were like somewhat cool, right? Like, cause like she,
we was cool because she used to beg me to
interview.
Yeah, she used to beg me to do shit. So let's say if she messed up with some shit, she'd be like, "Oh my God, is it a way that I can fix it? And can I do this? Can I do that?" And like, I don't want this. Like, she'll just be stressing. Like, really, is like having a little kid. Like, she thinks dumb. Like, do everything she does is kind of dumb as hell.
Yeah, like Kevo was living at the time. He talking about it, but he wasn't even being bothered with this shit, Flakko.
All right.
I push her off on him. I'd be like, call big folks or call his girl. Like, stop calling me. Like,
it'd be just like damn. I'll break it down. I'll break it down because I have a daughter. Okay. So I'll break it down like on some fatherly shit or some big brother shit too. Like, damn.
Because she's young, right? She's like 20 what? 7?
No, she's 30.
Damn.
So she talks like a 15-year-old. She always talking to like she's so young, but she a 30-year-old mama with 2 kids, so she should be down to like a 50-year-old at mine.
Nah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Now,
So,
how did it go from being, like we are cordial now, she like went on say cheese and apologized for lying on you. So how did it go from that to then she's trying to work with the ops and expose?
So this what happened. When she was like, so Kevo, you don't love me anymore, and you don't really want to be with me, and and I'm just like, I said, listen, that wasn't my plan. My plan was that you do what you do, and I do what I did. Like the narrative that I painted for you, that you were this holding down type of girl, that you're not that. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm tired of even capping, playing, and acting like you was. Like, I gave you what you. Then she was like, okay, well, I'm finna. She thought that she told me about the 16 shit. I already seen it. I told him. I'm like, oh yeah, she talking to this weirdo. You know what I mean? So I was already.
Why these rebuttals was hitting the back of the head?
I already was knowing. Like, she told me. She's so goofy. She told me everything. She was like, and don't be mad if I do a relationship goal thing. And I'm like, bro, I don't care if you do a relationship goal with no bum.
And
nigga.
she
like,
also said that on her little interviews. Like she actually admitted to saying that.
My thing is though, a relationship. What is you got to understand? This is how dumb the bitch is. What is relationship goals? Seeing 2 broke people eat noodles?
No, they eat Buffalo Wild Wings.
I'm just basically saying, like, I don't understand what's the goal of this whole little thing that y'all trying to do, because it's not affecting me. You know what I mean? And it's not doing anything to me. If I would imagine being him and looking at my life and looking at his life on somebody else's floor.
Oh my God! Yeah, and the white boy calling all the way to New York to Complex, and my people up there. That's why they shout out to them people up there at Complex, and my little people up there. You know what I'm saying? Complaining to her daily about Rooga free videos with no budget ass Rooga, and motherfucker 16 with all this new drama he bring it to his home because he sleeps on his floor when he's out in L.A. And Billy Kauck has a fucking family.
Yo, here. So like, speak on that though. So like you said, you had a conversation with Rooga after that situation?
Yeah, man. He wanted me to get off his little homie. But first of all, he said he's not his homie. He was strapped gang and all this other goofy shit that I don't care about. No, Rooga called me. He said
he don't even fuck with that nigga.
He called in defense. Not really. I ain't gonna say he called in defense of him. He just called because I had mentioned his name. I don't know, because I found out that he was up here at this show sitting in the background like some type of fake gangster. But then he explained to me he was really up here about some Polo G shit. He tried to make it clear to me.
He like,
I wasn't here for dude. I was trying to clear the shit about the Polo G shit. Talking real little boyish and shit.
Because folks ass told him, like, damn, bro, you was up there with the pedophile, bro.
That's what I was mad about, because if you is one of the little folks or one of the little guys, why is you hanging out with a fucking pedophile, bro? And if you don't know, the paperwork is for you to find out.
Like, why don't people just go do their real research instead of making rumors? Instead of saying, look, just like with me, niggas talking about, man, yeah, everybody know I got lipo, but these 2 people are the people that painted the narrative talking about a BBL. Why would a guy get a BBL? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
BBLs, this how dumb. This is how dumb niggas is.
Watch this. Go ahead. Yeah.
When you get a BBL, that is for a girl to make their ass fatter. No guys need to make their ass fatter. That's how you know. That's how you know they was on some real funny shit. But it reverses because, okay, let's dig a little deeper into you.
Right,
nigga, you was a pedophile, a real one.
So imagine us really digging in, and the lawyer hit back like, wait a minute, you guys are arguing with a fucking pedophile.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no wonder why he don't got no crib and can't get no crib and damn near 30.
Hey, right, so question though, right? Like, so, and their quote unquote proof that you got a BBL is a fucking screenshot of an IG comment where I think like 600 Brizzy was like joking about, like, what's up with the BBL you got, right?
No. Yeah. He said, gang, did you get a BBL? Yeah, okay. Now listen, when this, let me tell you about the BBL thing. Yeah. They said if a male gets surgery, the new wording for it is called a BBL, not a real BBL. Because I posted my doctor. If niggas want to know, they could just go inbox my doctor.
Of course.
You know what I mean? No guy would ever get a BBL. You would do a 360 surgery. You're going to get abs, and then they're going to do your back, which is your lower back, like where your love handle's at. That's it. They're not going to put fat in your ass. That's weird. You feel me?
Yeah, right. And like that was kind of like the miss. Like, so we was on academic stream, right?
Yeah. I talked to Act too.
Yeah, right. And kind of like the confusion was like, did Kevo put the fat in his packs, his ass?
No. You only.
I heard me wrong. He thought I said he put the fat in his ass. I said he put no fat in his ass.
Look. You got to think about it like this. I was big, so only thing that's taken off is fat. You're not putting no fat. But like I said, they tried to paint the narrative on some. Because like I said, this how bad he want to go. You got to understand. He want to go viral so bad because he's a nobody.
Yeah.
And like I said, Billy wants him off his floor. So if you got to figure out, like, bro, do something, spit on Flakko or something.
Like,
say Bandman has a BBL or something. Cause rumors, dumbass motherfuckers don't think like, why would a male get a BBL? So they just gonna go along with it. They gonna be like, man, maybe he got a BBL. No, this nigga really has a sex crime. You gotta look his name up.
That's what's
you know
real.
what I mean? You got his first and last name. You know what I mean? Which we got all that information. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you can go look the man up, his first and last name. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. Now, right? So speak on like the whole snitching thing, right? So, okay, yeah. So like here, right? So like I asked them, what did they provide you that made you think Kevo was a snitch? And he says after speaking to him for 2 hours, he didn't take nothing out of that can convince him that he's a snitch. However, like how you moved like during their whole situation, that made him think you was a snitch. So my thing is, after 2 hours, if you still don't think he's a snitch, then
so basically,
you're talking to a pedophile. Let's just start there.
Exactly.
Called a chomo.
So you got to understand how people are, right? So if you saying that you don't think there's a person to snitch, but then you get mad and you think something, then that just shows you how it is. Like, how could you think like? That's just like me saying, man, I think he's a tranny.
Yeah.
That's what I think. He's a tranny. Well, at first I didn't think he was a tranny. Now I think he's a tranny.
Okay.
Like I thought AD was a little short, stuffed, fat nerd. This nigga taller than me, big.
6'5", 6'3".
You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's what I'm saying though. The people that use the platform, this how you know he ain't got shit going on. He got on your platform, right? On Adam platform, and took a whole hour and a half not talking about nothing but a rich person. He couldn't even say nothing about himself. He couldn't say what he did for himself. He couldn't say what he got going on. He couldn't say,
like, nigga, did you promote the business, motherfucker?
I know Billy was like, bro, you didn't say anything about making money or anything, bro, and you were just talking about Bandman.
No, right.
Like just imagine how fucked his videos barely clearing over 2,000-3,000. Niggas is wasting their money, really, to be honest. I would never pay that nigga for no video.
Shout out to DJ taking that lane in Chicago. All of Chicago, he was King Vono DJ. He real connected in the streets on all sides. 16 can wash it up. Yes, he need a job out here in LA for somebody that pray that, I interviewed Von. That's his biggest claim to fame. Von is dead. Move on. What's next? What's your next big accomplishment?
No facts, right?
That's all I want to know when motherfuckers like, 16
No, but that's how you know though. Like, look, let me ask you something. That's just like if I did something to somebody, right?
Well, yeah. Sorry.
If I did something to somebody, you would never. This is how you know a nigga want clout so bad. You would never see me post on my YouTube channel constantly about the same thing. No. First of all, it was assault, right?
Yeah.
So the dumbass nigga could have went to jail. He not like that. He not look. He not like that. Let you would have been like a white boy or something, and your ass, and you would have called the police or something.
Yeah.
Man, that man would have been scared as hell. But he like, oh man, I'm good, man. Danny Study posting it on his channel, and guess what it did for his career? It still didn't do nothing.
No, you know what it did? He got one of his accomplishments that I heard that he wanted, and that was one day to talk to academics in Adam 22.
Yeah, that's what he wanted.
Both of them to get
because he actually. They said that he put it on his page like, man, it's an honor and
to
act like to be. No.
Act don't be really knowing. Like act kind of like you got to see how he's doing. He's like trying to figure out who's saying what and what's going on.
Yeah, I talked to him. Man, Act talked for about an hour. You feel me? I talked to him when he was in Miami.
Know what's going on,
so he already knew. So when he hearing it, he probably like, man, I already talked to Kevo type shit. Like, but you get what I mean? I let him know to deal with even with Shorty, like how she was decent, but then actually on her dick, she don't have anything. She don't have a car. She's eating noodles. She study up. They said that she's uploading the baby. She like damn near girls. It's girls DMing me like I should call DCFS on this bitch.
You know where she at now?
Yeah, where she at now?
Shout out to Bad and Bougie Trina on Instagram. She over her house on the floor.
Bad and Bougie Trina?
Yeah.
They said she on some lady named Bad and Bougie Trina
floor.
Wow. And some apartments and where?
I think she sell fake Alexander McQueen's or something.
Where they said the apartments was somebody DM me. They was like
County somewhere, Matilda or some shit, some weird shit where it's just like a building.
They talking about she be sending her little kids off to the pools by themselves and shit. Like
there's a lot of
niggas are running around like dude ass that's pedophiles and snatching kids. And
how many kids y'all got together? Just one or what?
Just one, thank God.
Just one.
Just one.
Now listen, though, Kevo. Now since she got the one with you, can she do anything to make it right? Let's say, yo, Kevo, man, I
ain't even gonna lie to you.
sorry,
Nah,
yeah.
she really can't.
I think she should just go get a job and just take care of her kids. No, seriously, just go get a job. Probably go to school like we've been telling her. All the shit that she's saying on her little podcast is nice things that me and my baby mama told her 3 years ago. And maybe if she'd have started then, she wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have hurt as much.
I feel like this though. I feel like her whole life is ruined. Cause like she's not a planner and she do a lot of stuff like cause she's brainless. So somebody can come who don't like her and really crash her whole life into a wall, and now she just got to sit and
like
look for jobs.
They don't like Kevo, or they gonna say some hate shit about Kevo. Now she's their friend.
Yeah, she cool. Like she one of them type of people.
So you got to understand what she said, like how she met 16. Well, 16 was the only one at the time that said, "Why is he doing his wife like this?" Yeah. So how did he take her? If he came in to talking to her like with a comment talking about some why is he doing his wife like this?
But only thing I look at it like when I seen it, I'm just like, oh, this nigga just want to beat me.
Yeah.
But then you know how he was talking to her. This how goofy the bitch is. Look, this how goofy the bitch is. You got to realize that how he ran his game on it because he don't have anything, so he has to give her a lot of time. He talked to her for a long time. He's sitting on the phone with her and saying like planning shit, trying to get all the tea and the business about. And it's like I said, it didn't do anything because a girl when they mad they'll say any fucking thing, so that don't even really mean it's true.
Know that.
You get what I'm saying?
Adam knew that 4 months ago when he said when the bitch called talking about homeless shit and all this goofy shit, man. Hell no, I ain't
like man, Bandman this and Bandman that and Bandman. You really supposed to think that a girl?
I was confused when y'all was even talking about like, oh, he took his wife. Like, why is that even talked about? Well, Adam deaded that shit 4 months ago. Like, man, this bitch calling and tweaking and.
Because I was just thinking, like, man, maybe shit like the little 13-year-old girl that got touched.
Yeah. Well,
I wonder what she need an interview, and I'll pay her like 50
Don't you
racks.
Want to interview her?
Listen,
don't you want to get the truth? You don't want big folks telling you this. You don't want to have to type and go look up his motherfucking. Is
it really her?
It's man. Listen.
Don't you think she really exists? Remember, he told you the story was real.
But he swept it under the rug type of fast.
Remember, he stole something, Flakko. It wasn't. They put sex crime, but he stole something. It was property. But her little pussy.
But also, look, you gotta think like this though. Don't you think if we interview R. Kelly right now, he's gonna have the same weird ass excuse?
No, if he ain't never catch a fair case, if it was state, he'd be right here with his
nuts
like,
hanging out.
I ain't no fucking sex offender.
No, man, they didn't register me as a sex offender though. I mean, it was just a little theft. That's what R. Kelly is saying.
Yeah.
Now,
bitch left her outfit at my crib with some wild 16 shit he said.
Yeah. No, a couple blogs actually like did post that, right? Now he said that Kevo paid the blogs. He
said he will say Kevo paid everybody because
you remember?
Yeah, he said. But look,
this was real quick.
Yeah. So listen. So you gotta understand this. This is how dumb he is. If he was smart, okay. If Kevo paying all these people, so the people who's posting the shit for you, what the fuck are you giving them?
And they little
you're not giving them nothing.
Views.
Yeah.
You're not. If that's the case, if I was paying them, maybe you should be paying people because you're not giving them anything, and what they're doing is not getting them nowhere. So that it don't make sense.
He's trying to act like he's going out with Kevo's wife and acting like this relationship real when she already revealed and told us that the shit was fake and brought and she said,
"My man, I took his wife. He's mad because I took his wife."
Now if you go look at her shit and when she put up posts because she posts up GoFundMe and Cash Apps now, like she's on a.
She broke as hell.
She fucked up.
She broke his head.
Yeah, she fucked up. Even the bitch
all her
Kevo
friends,
let her keep her friend Bad and Brizzy Trina tried to take some type of selfie in it, like she was capped out in it with a bunch of niggas in it and all that. So that got taken. She lost.
No, she don't even got a car. Look, let me tell you what's so funny though, right? She was like, she was so fucked up to the point where she was like, what she say? You told me she was like, he could at least send me to $100, $200, and
he could at least send his son $100, $200 shoot.
Yeah, no.
Then she using this shoot word. It's blowing me. Damn, I hope she hear this shit. Stop saying that shit. It's blowing me. I heard you got it from Chili Willy, your goofy ass dead. I hate that.
Wait though, but like that's Kevo's like son though, right? So yeah. I'm sure Kevo will eventually do like the right thing.
No. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just put myself on child support, and you know what I mean, and then just get custody because she broke his hell. So it's like, and then like what you do is see this how dumb she is. She put everything out on the internet. So everything she does when a kid is choking on fucking
about to fucking die,
and she don't want to pat his back because she's trying to read comments. Then it's like. It's like clearly, if she try to go against me, I'm gonna beat it. She's broke as hell. This I hire 4 lawyers and just fight the fuck out of her until she can't beat it, like till she can't take it no more, type shit.
Of course, man. Now, okay, so again, I'm just asking this because I don't even know like if it's true or not, right?
Yeah.
But he said that a blogger by the name of King AK-47 that Kevo paid, I think like 20 grand to post something about him, or no?
King, I don't even know who the fuck that is.
No? So he played an audio, I believe, on Clubhouse. And it was him and King AK-47 talking. And it was a situation where I believe it said 10K or 20K to post something about Kevo, but if it's not true, it's not true, you know?
Yeah, I don't even know.
What?
We not paying no motherfucking bloggers nothing, bro. We
post about how much bread we'll be out of.
Yo, listen, like 10K and 20K is
bro.
different.
This is the thing.
Wild.
This is what you got to understand. I don't have to pay anybody. Literally, everybody been asking me for an interview. I could easily go on every single platform and really just tell the whole truth
for helping keeping us relevant.
Look. You got to think about it like this. I can literally go on every platform and really tell the truth about a pedophile, you know what I mean? A nigga that has a sex crime, because it's true. It's the honest truth. I'm not on blogs spreading rumors. I'm not lying on blogs to my man, yeah, he got a BBL, or yeah, he got this, or yeah, he doing this, or he doing that. I'm not doing that. You know what I mean?
Called clout chasing.
It's like I said, it's rumors and it's truth. I'm on here like, okay, cool. I'm not on here talking about, man, I'm not on here trying to act like I'm gonna expose a nigga, and you know what I mean? Like any nigga that's overly saying, man, I'm gonna expose him, I'm gonna expose him, I'm gonna expose him. Like which one are you trying to do? This fake ass relationship with this weak ass bitch that don't got no money?
Him and this dummy even on that talking about something. I think he's still scamming it. Now, if that ain't no police shit, Flakko, if you just came from the feds for scamming and shit, and big folks get on here like, man, is Kevo still scamming? I think he's still scamming. Yeah, he got all that money. Yeah, he got to still be scamming. Ain't that dry? That ain't even dry snitching. That's snitching across the world.
No,
the internet.
Right. Yo, right here, right. So look, so I was on, again, back to Clubhouse. And I heard the most pocket watching conversation I've ever heard in my life. There was like, yo, like Kevo got like in all those classes like that, right? Who has Kevo got on or made rich? Or like, you know, like
right. Big folks.
Right. Yo, and right, like also too, like, bro, like there's like a bunch of dudes and who came out and say, yo, like, because of Kevo, I turned this LLC to a corporation, et cetera, et cetera.
I could have brought at least 150 people right here from California up here to your show and told you that.
Yeah.
You know, it's the real world, then it's the clout chasing world,
This is how you got to think about it like this. When you make a lot of money, bro, people are going to hate. Clearly, people are still subscribing. Clearly, people are still spending money for a reason. If you were doing anything different than what you were doing, you wouldn't be making no money. I would be on somebody's floor. You know what I mean? Just wishing that I had a home and a car. So you got to understand, that's why it works. I don't need a Billy or this person, or I don't need to hang around this person to be acting like I'm, you know what I mean? Like these people are wannabes. They used to want to be rappers that failed.
I think that's another one of his little problems with Chicago in general with 16, because he, you know, if you really look at this shit, he really against us. He really against all the ones that really made it and that's successful, from Herb to Polo G. Not even speaking about Kevo, our big rappers.
Yeah.
All he want to do is like get into some type of altercation, or not altercation because he's really a bitch. Really just some type of goofy dirt from their neighborhood, or their enemy, or somebody they left behind, or so-called. Which who gives a fuck about them?
But you got to remember this too, though. He not in. I don't want nobody to think he into it. I ain't into it with him. He ain't into it. He ain't into it with me. He's into it with a lot of people. He could be into it with me. I don't give a fuck. But I see him dissing Mimo.
He got into it with Mimo.
He didn't. Everybody ops that he's interviewing and stuff like that. They probably on his ass. So when something happen, don't be like, man, Kevo. Don't put me in no weird shit. I ain't know none of that. That's why he say. I think he say my name a lot.
To him, I think he wanted to try to do a lawsuit or some type of broke nigga.
No. I think he just want to be on some police shit. Because at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck if something happened to his ass. I just think that
he want to trip and fall and hit his head and say Kevo did it.
Yeah. Anything that happened, he be like, man, it was Kevo. Like, damn, that nigga police.
Oh man. Here, so question for you. So, who was Miko and the other guy, and what role did they play in your case?
Miko is just a person that I knew like a long time ago, you know what I mean? Like about 2010, that I met through a nigga named Matt. Matt told on me, and come to find out, which is weird, you know, when a nigga named Jess Mo did an interview or whatever, they had pulled up his whole paperwork, which I never knew. I never knew. But when I looked at the paperwork, it said 5K1 and it was basically corroborating. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
And out of the 6 people, he was the only one with it.
Hey, that's Miko.
Now let me tell you how crazy life is. Okay. Who you just see recently?
Miko.
And what did he say to you?
He live in my building and shit in Chicago and shit. Shout out to Lil Fam, man. He walked up to me real respectfully. Cause walking up on me, I carry switches on me in Chicago. Yeah. So it's like he walked up respectfully, and I ain't with the goofy internet shit. So I'm hollering at Shorty. Yeah. And I know some of his people that's good people. So I'm hollering at him, and he's just like, nah, bro, I just want to holler. I just want to get my name cleared up, and Kevo didn't snitch on me, bro. I don't got no paperwork of it, but I think he did because, it's the situation that I think only me, him, and some other people knew, and it had to be him, bro. If it wasn't them, and
speculations.
I say, bro, you as a part of the case. Your lawyer can get the paperwork at any given time from you get it first. You get it in discovery.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you the truth about how the snitch shit work though, Flakko. If you ever wanted to know if a person is a snitch, you can just go to pacer.gov and you can look their whole case up, their name. You can find corroborations. You can even pay a lawyer to go look a person up. So if you really want to know if they're a snitch, just like as far as the pedophile we talking about, you could pay a lawyer to pull his whole case.
Even the squash shit, even the shit that you try to hide and don't want on your background.
Yeah, it don't matter if it's expunged. You can still find it.
No, facts.
You know what I mean?
Yo, Kevo. Now here's a question that the internet been wanting to know, man.
Yeah.
So you smashed Kayla Nicole off 2 packs of honey, right?
Yeah.
Double pack.
Yeah.
Now, bro, she ended up pregnant like what? 2 months after you told her that story, man.
No. See, look.
What's going on, Kev?
No, that shit old. That was old. That was when I was in Atlanta, folks.
Yeah,
that was like 20.
And when he was doing it, I remember him FaceTiming me from her crib, and when she is a young lady, and she did have a dope ass crib with artwork in it.
No, she was like low key.
I'm like, where you at?
But you gotta think though, that's not my type of girl though, folks. Like I said, I was really doing it just.
He was on some weird freaky shit that night on God.
Yeah, I go lie.
No, he kept calling me like he didn't want to show her though. He like, man, just look at the crib. And I'm like, well, yo, that's like, who was that in the court? Like 5 hours?
No, look, it wasn't like I said. It was
all the lights off she had from her husband and shit.
No.
Damn, lights off and everything.
No, look.
Yeah,
so she said something about her boyfriend was going to Alabama, and she was like, yeah, come over and this and that, and I'm just like, damn, man, I'm just trying to get on the YouTube channel type shit. And she was like, well, yeah, you got to do this. The whole time she was telling me, kept telling me about the manager nigga. Yeah. She was like, yeah, I'm messing with my manager and this and that. And I'm like, what you mean you messing with your manager?
Damn.
She's like, I'm messing with him. Like, we messing around. I'm like, damn, you messing with, how old is he? She like, oh, he like 40 something. I'm like, she acting bad.
Shorty, I did research on her, and she was a little shorty that used to be picked on about how skinny and ugly she looked in black. You know that black girl, super dark syndrome?
Yeah, of course.
So when she got money and fame, then you got rich niggas pulling up on you because now you clout.
So whole time I'm telling her hey man, I got this girl, her name Dime and shit, you know what I'm saying? And not because I'm trying to help Dime. I wasn't fucking with her. She kept begging me to do this relationship shit with her. And I'm just like, man, hell no. So you know why I never did her, the honestly true why I never did the relationship shit with her, because I remember when we was in Chicago, everybody, if you from Chicago, you know KOD, you know Kim, you know every strip. So this bitch worked at the strip club, and I knew every stripper knew her. And I'm just like, this bitch, she was doing all types of shit in jail for me. Well, not for me, but she was doing all types of shit while she was working at the clubs. And I'm just like, man, I'm not finna be on no fucking relationship channel with your ass doing. Yeah. And why niggas looking at me like, man, she was jagging me off in the club, or she was giving me head in the club, or she was doing, like, who knows what this bitch. So I remember one of my homies, I had a cell phone in jail. They called me. They like, yeah, man, this bitch, she running around Chicago, all that doing house calls. I'm like, man, this hoe doing house calls, but I didn't care. I'm like, man, just send me. She's like, okay. I'm like, how much you got? I'm like, all right, well, just send me this, send me that, send me this. Come visit me, bring me this, bring me that. Yeah. That's all I really care. But then towards the end, I'm just acting funny as hell. And I'm like, yeah, when I get out, man, I'm gonna be turned. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling her. She like, what you mean? I'm like, she like, so what? Are we gonna still be together? And I'm like, man, I don't know. We'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So my goals was never to really be with the girl like that. You know what I mean? It was just you could just tell how airheaded she is. If you watch her interviews or if you watch her videos, that is not the type of girl that I will want to marry, wife, nothing. She's not that type of girl. You know what I mean?
Course.
And she was like super nasty type shit because she was so used to going to the strip club. She didn't have time to really clean. So like it's like that's all she knows is like to sell her body and go to a strip club, dance, sit on 100 laps.
She on her little YouTube talking about some. I don't want to have to go back to the strip club. Damn, you showing the world how stupid you is, baby girl. You know how many fields you can get in and work. You can work from home, all type of shit. Yeah. Why did you go straight to the sex? Why when you tried to play the game with 16, you had to go do a role at the hotel room? Then you talked about your father. Yeah. Why you supposed to been tricking off with a nigga? And I found that real creepy.
It was funny. It was shouted out her daddy at the hotel room. I love like somebody sent it to me. Right? I was like, I love that type of stuff because it makes me look better because it's just like hell yeah, this bitch. It proves my point when I tell people they like, oh okay, cool. If I get with a girl, let's say if I go out with a girl or something, we gonna turn up. We gonna go to a high end restaurant. We gonna do this. Basically, she telling you that no, you don't have to go to a restaurant. You can eat noodles on the floor and go to this cheap ass $50 room and look like a prostitute. That she is. So it was even perfect for me because I'm like, hell yeah, it makes me feel better about myself. And not just because of, you know what I mean, that she got a baby. That don't mean nothing. Any girl can have a baby type shit. But you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Yeah.
Like, do you ever regret, I guess it's saying you pay for her like BBL?
I mean, not really because she did her part. She brought me all types of shit, all types of stuff up to jail. That was what I'm saying. I told her I pay her back for what she did. I was like, yeah, I do all that, and then you can go about your way because I don't really care about you. Like it was to the point when I come home and she'd try to hug me, and I'm like, yeah, get off me. Like it'd be like that, or she'd try to kiss me, or she'd beg me for sex. I'm like, man, hell no, that shit, because it wasn't good. You gotta understand, she been getting touched by an old ass man since she was young, so the pussy was super horrible. You feel me? So I didn't really I wasn't feeling it. So I'll be at damn near Tati crib for like a year and a half, for like damn near. And then she'll try to FaceTime me. I'll be like, I'm on.
Boy, I knew he went home.
Look, I'll be on the phone. She'll try to FaceTime me like 1, 2 in the morning. I'm like, damn. I'll be like, big folks, call me real. Yeah, no. Dad would try to FaceTime me. Yeah, right. And then look, Dad would try to FaceTime me.
Better than down.
Yeah, look.
That's how you feel, Flakko?
Look.
Can we show it one time?
Nah. Bro, listen, Kevo. Yo,
no, let me show her.
Yo, Kevo,
Let me just show her how this is what a BBL looks like.
She's 20 times better than bro. She is cold.
No, they're not gonna show your face.
They ain't gonna show your help. They gonna show your help.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just show them this real quick.
She's better than down for sure.
You know how niggas be saying like the BBL, right?
Yeah.
This is a BBL, like with the ass.
Yeah,
and
that's
the
a
soft.
BBL, folks.
Like this is a BBL.
Nah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Yo, I'm gonna lie, yo. I'm gonna cap to y'all, bro. Yo, I'm gonna lie to y'all, bro. Listen, bro, Kevo ain't having no sleepless nights over Dom, bro.
No, hell no, folks. Man, look, I've been
stressed out with a shelter abused bitch sweater on right now.
Bro, listen. I'm gonna tell you like this. When as soon as I got out, I was stressed out. I was going to Folks crib. I'm like, man, I got to get away from this.
No, he used to drive
because like when she talks, it's irritating.
I'd be like, what? You just come to the city? What? He like, gee, I just had to drive up here to get away. The little room, the little car, the little work. Like, I'm like, oh shit. Like, I'm just saving my money for. I'm finna move to Atlanta, G. He like, for real? I'm like, folks, I'm finna get up out of here, G. And I ain't looked back since. Now let me tell you, the whole time you got to think how Dime thinks and talks. It will fuck you up because it's like I'm so smart. I'm telling the bitch about credit and she steady making excuses like, well, I don't want to do this. Right now, I don't get my credit done.
It's 2022. I've been talking to you about credit since 2015, and your credit score is not good.
Yeah,
and you know Bandman Kevo.
That's crazy, man. Your question. So, like, speaking of credit, there was a lady who was just in the news, right? So she got arrested because she was like using like the police reports, right?
Yeah, I just put a video about that shit.
Yeah.
Yo, speak on that, man. So like,
so listen. This is why when I talk about credit, I don't clean nobody's credit. I never clean nobody's credit. The reason why I know that because I'm not trying to be the person to force nothing off your credit. Even if I have to do something illegal, it's not worth a few thousand. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I'd rather you sell you letters and sell you a guide and let you do whatever the fuck you want to do at your own risk and still make my few thousand.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So that's why it's good to bring up your popularity and know some shit. Now the lady, she was just capping. She was just saying, "Yeah, I'm
And she was
guaranteeing."
in a little ass town using the only sheriff department.
Yeah,
name.
bro.
That was
So
easy.
by
That was
being
easy
a small place, you got to understand how it works. It's a small place, so they're getting all these police reports, and they're like, "What the fuck is going on with this credit shit in this small ass town?" Now, if it would have been a bigger city, it probably would have got away. But then she got on some weird shit. They talking about 3 million. They probably finessing because I don't see her running up no 3 M's, but it's possible though.
Yo, I'll say this. Kevo has some good foresight, and he foreshadowed a lot of these things that happened because there was a rapper coming up talking about scamming called TJX6.
Oh my
Bro,
god!
What happened to him?
You know,
Kevo's
no,
going
look,
bad right now, Kevo.
bro. Somebody, why is
niggas
niggas steady inboxing me about TJ6?
He's doing bad right now,
They
bro.
said it, man. The
Bro,
nigga TJ just scammed me for
Adam-
$5.
Bro, last time we was here, Adam was talking about the TJ6 shit.
I be telling,
That
look,
nigga,
everybody,
then
look,
and now that nigga that fell off the face of the
look,
earth.
this
bro.
what I be trying to tell you about people. I be knowing if they're gonna be failures or not, G. Like, and they said it. They was like, man, yeah, he's scamming for $5, $10, $15. I'm like, damn,
I thought they gave him
bro.
$1 million or some shit.
Bro,
$100.
go through his Twitter. Bro, go through his Twitter. Bro, that nigga doing bad right now, yo.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. He talking about, I got a $200 Cash App account if you want to DM me for 10. I said, God damn, he's selling like Cash App accounts
Nah,
for
he
$10.
fucked up.
Yeah, that's crazy. So how'd you know though that he was just like a little boy?
Because
Like a
no,
bum already.
bro,
You gotta
you can
know
look at,
bum
you
when
can
you
look
see
at,
him.
you
Like
can look
16
at,
and them
he
little
give,
niggas.
you can look at somebody just like when I seen dude on your show, like you should be able to read a person, bro, not elevating.
That's what I was mad about AD for.
You can look
When
at
I
a person
found
and
out
not
my
elevate.
Family members, my people told me, you know, who cuz was. I said, well, why the fuck was he sitting there with a fucking pedophile sitting there letting his ass cap?
Yeah.
AD know. AD know he's supposed to get slap the fucking brakes off his ass.
Well, here, right? Like to be fair, right? To like AD knew nothing about like 16.
Nah, he told us. He told us.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he told us.
Adam asked him to do it, you know.
So-
No, but yeah, how'd you even know that like TJX's wasn't gonna last? And he
Bro,
wasn't
you can
like that?
I can literally talk. I can literally listen to somebody talk, and I can literally look at somebody and tell that they're not going to make it far. Just like we know dude is not going to make it far because me, if I was trying to get a job and I knew I was trying to take my career to the next level, I would have never spit on you on TV to go viral because I know none of these other companies
Man, who gonna hire
are
your
not.
dumb ass?
They're
Boy,
not
be
going to
like,
fuck
man,
with
this
you.
nigga might just wild out of
It's
spit
not.
off
It wasn't.
everybody sued.
It wasn't a smart business move. It makes you just look like. You know what I mean? You putting yourself at risk.
That's what that
Even
was
though he can say what he
clout
want about you, but somebody could remember him from that, and then other people might call, "Hey, guess who's up here right now?" You know what I mean? Like
Gotta spit
you
on
just
Flakko.
making yourself a target to other people, especially if you sit on the internet just dissing niggas like Polo G, dissing niggas like Mimo, dissing niggas like Herd, just doing all this shit. And then when people finally see, that's why you have to sit in the house all day.
Of course.
And that's why dude wants you out of his house.
That's why you can't come back to Chicago.
And
know
now,
what
you know, so look, so he did do, I would say, you know, a great interview with the No Limit guy, right? But why do you think, you know,
He only, but
It was only
okay.
great because Herb is so big and somebody want to hear negativity about
That's it.
It wasn't big, bro.
here, right? But like, why do you think? I guess like he's like positioning himself against a lot of these like top Chicago guys. Like
because okay, this is the thing. I do not want to be running around saying, "Hey, ain't you the guy that interviewed No Limit Cairo?" Like I don't want to be like he don't have a name. He don't have a brand name.
Cairo and them like that. They could defend themselves. They
You know
they
what I
ready
mean?
for it.
So-
but are you ready for what all they got to come? What about they ops?
Yeah.
What about motherfuckers like, oh, this, are you with them like that? Are you this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You just
bro.
put yourself in a fucking trick bag, as we call it. You don't know where it's coming from.
That's
But
the
it's
good
gonna
thing
come.
about it,
About
though.
Chicago, one thing you better know about us
Yeah.
in Chicago, when you put yourself in that pot, it's coming.
Yeah.
Here, but speaking of dudes, like, okay, so you actually did an interview recently and you spoke on JG Rooga and you said he wasn't GD or like nobody know him.
I said I didn't know he was GD. I guess he one of the little folks or something like that. But he like his name don't ring no bells and nothing. He did the little anthem, the song. I ain't gonna call it no anthem. He did a song, GD's in the door, where I guess he was misinformed that the GDs had been through the doors years and years.
Yeah.
way before him.
And like, what's your thoughts on Larry Hoover saying he's no longer a part of the GDs?
Man, he a man before anything. That's what he on. He ain't. I mean, he's whatever he say. He's a man. That man speaks for himself.
Been locked up for years.
He like niggas want niggas want goofy ass nigga like Rooga running around talking about he a GD and all this wild goofy shit.
Then it's like this though, bro. What do you run around in jail talking about you still a GD to the judge for anyway? You going of course you gonna say you.
Hey, if
not
I'd
a GD.
heard that song when I was in jail, I'd have dropped my flag too.
Cause they
shit going on.
Look. You gotta think. He really wanna. You don't see how old the man look. G wanna come home. G
wanna come home. G, and he should come home because he haven't been a part of none of it. Just think about how many decades he been gone.
Of course.
What the fuck has he done to somebody? You know what I'm saying?
He's definitely going. Now, is Kanye a real GD?
Man, I think Kanye really is a GD, G. That's one of the folks, man. Shout out to Kanye.
Yeah,
he's like definitely a gangster. John Monopoly and them, like, you know, it go a little deeper when you really look into everybody's surroundings.
Yeah, who's the most famous GD?
And all them, they the guys, G.
Who's the most famous GD though? Like other than Kanye?
Shit.
Who, Larry, right? Or no?
I mean, yeah, but he's not GD no more, so don't say Larry.
Listen, Larry is no longer part of GD. You know, he's done with that shit.
With that shit. No more. He ain't with that dumbass shit. That shit. I mean, you know, that gang banging shit, it was what it was, and it's gone. It's history. It's like, that's what I'm saying about the BD, GD thing, like the fans and the people, they don't have to get too wrapped up in it, because the people that's really was that, like, they don't want to be bothered with it. It's like goofy to them, like it's played out.
I just think that people is listening to it with people that's doing goofy, disrespectful shit. That's what I think.
Yeah, that's all it
That's
really
like
is.
Niggas out here playing on the internet thinking it's sweet and just getting they dumb ass caught. And then they'll put some.
You play. It's like you playing Duck Duck Goose with your life. You diss, then you come.
Then
I don't even know why
you
you come back to Chicago if you want to diss, because you know what time it is. And all these homies that you see hopping around in videos with all these guns, you ever ask yourself, what happened to all those guns when they got killed?
Yeah, exactly.
None of them went off that day, huh? Oh, nobody was with you that day.
You know, that's a scare tactic. That's what niggas try to do, to hoping and praying that scare you. Like,
scared,
man, I hope that you see me with a million guns. And hopefully, you know, they won't mess with me. Like,
then they get their ass caught all alone.
Yo, mama ain't jumping around with 100 guns.
Someone chilling and then get shot in the back of the head.
Now, so like, what do you think about the story? I think Lil Durk Daddy said that he did like 20, 30 years in prison because the feds wanted him to snitch on that river.
That's a real man. He stood tall. And he was a gangster, not a BD.
Man. Oh, wait, though. So question for you, right? So I think it's like King Yella said, that the BDs and GDs were never like enemies, but like...
No, we actually one love. We fly under the same flag. It's just, certain neighborhoods and certain things transpired and happened over years and decades, and different people, to where it got then when the drill scene came, you got 63rd into it with Lamron and Old Block. So they made it like huge. It looked like a BDGD war when I'm sitting right there with Lil Durk looking at the shit. We laughing, and then, I'm over here with folks and them looking at shit like, it's not, I ain't gonna say it's definitely deep because people have lost their lives, but y'all just don't know. It's damn near like comical to motherfuckers. Like, you just sit back and laugh and then just see who next to die. Even though I know that sounds evil, but that's just how Chicago is, bro.
Like, were you even shocked like how the FBG Duck shit happened?
No.
Because like at some point though, like you thought, damn, bro, like y'all been beefing for a minute, like shit done like settled down. Like,
No. That's how I know you ain't no street nigga, or at least you ain't from our streets, because our beefs never go away.
Sure,
once you into it,
once you do something like if you play with somebody on the net, wherever if it's some money put on your head or whatever, it ain't never. I don't care what you do, they're gonna. Nigga gonna always
it might be
think about
for
you.
Motherfuckers sometimes to let it go.
Yeah, like wait a little time, type shit.
Then that's when you be like, man, what happened to Woo Woo? What the fuck? What happened to him? He was just
because they gonna think that you forgot about it, type shit.
Of course, yeah, because I'm like, damn, man. Now, question for you though. So, so here's my question, right? Well, here, right. So first off, how do you guys meet though? Because like you guys kind of like skip over that part because you guys.
No, we don't skip over. Nobody ever asks us. Now you want to know?
Yes, yeah. Speak on it. How'd y'all meet?
I've been knowing about him since the early 2008 on up. And the way I knew about Kevo was he had little rap songs, that wasn't popping, but I used to hear him in our nightclubs, endless nights in Adriana's. And I'd be like, what the fuck? What?
He had that bag, huh?
He was that man.
Or fucking the strippers.
No, he had the owner den on lock.
Gotcha.
Ari worked in there and everything. Ari, somebody asked Ari about Bandman.
Wait, hold up. Like how? Like
no, I ain't gonna say like I ain't gonna go that far, but I know that she knows. She was up there at that club. She know who was who. She know who had the bags and who was just little dirty bums. Because with the whole this blackball, the GDs, and the GDs getting in the door finally and all that. That's just that's a certain niggas that was trying to get on that didn't have no money to invest in themselves, bro, and they wanted handouts.
Here. That's a question though. So like, so was Ari? Let's say, was she familiar with Bandman Kevo? Was she, like did she?
Ari was plugged. She fucked with all, she fucked with all type of finessing ass niggas. Her first nigga she fucked with, she knew how to climb the ladder to success. G, like she was a smart girl. You can call her smart or whatever you want to say.
Yeah,
she started. We know the free band Joey nigga, whoever the fuck he was, and then goddamn it, then her slimed his ass out and took her, and he got slimed out, and
and hair right.
Shorty a real boss with this shit. The way she got her own bag now,
Not facts, right? So after you heard his songs just playing, how'd you reach out to him and try
It used to blow me. I used to be mad at it at first because by 2012 came, and when Gucci Mane and all them used to be coming up there, we used to be having shows with Mouse, Gucci Mane and them up, and I still hear Baller in me like 50 fucking times. So you gotta stare. I saw the Get Smoke song with Lil Wayne with Double Diamond. I want to hear this motherfucker all night in this bitch. What do I hear? Think They Gonna Rob Us by Birdman and Ball in Me.
Double Diamond?
It went Double Diamond, yes sir.
God, folks don't give Lil Mouse credit for being a legend then.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's crazy.
I don't know one Chicago artist besides probably Kanye or R. Kelly or somebody.
No, Keith, right? Like
I'll keep with I think Love Sosa or one of them did go.
No, like the like song.
Sosa, shout out to Sosa because he definitely did it. And the whole relationship with Sosa and us, like we was around him this whole time while he's in Chicago, damn near going to his crib and shit. And Mouse had a song with everybody on on their show Glow shit, from Capo, Blood Money, all the ass over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fredo, of course. That was my main man, Fredo. That was my homie.
Here, right. So you reached out to him, and then like, how did you guys like build?
What, with Kevo?
Yeah.
In 2016, right before he caught his case, right? I was trying to clean Mouse's image up and get away from the drill scene and get more into the young boss situation about the money, because my label was named Hella Bands. His label name was Band Clan. Yeah. We was the only two labels in Chicago that wasn't like talking about gang shit or some type of gangster shit. It was all about money. Yeah. Our label was strictly about money. So I've been paying them attention because that's how I do. I really scope shit out. So I'm like, then my little homie, shout out to Heavy Low, that's how I really knew Kevo. Because one of his best friends was from the hood, from 119, and that was one of my shorties. And Kevo would mentor him into how to do this shit and get his money. And shout out to Big Slime, Heavy Low, because he richer than a motherfucker right now. From way back then, he went to the feds, did his time, and came home and back successful and everything.
Of course.
So that's how I really know Kevo personally. You know what I'm saying? Because one of his best friends was from my hood. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, so like when you got connected to Kevo, like was you ever shocked? Because when Kevo got arrested and the news, bro, like these niggas say, he had 12 cribs paying $10K a month, had like 20 fucking cars. I couldn't believe that shit, bro.
Because listen, I was about to say how I know him, because now 2016, man, let's do a song. I forgot. I think maybe Heavy reached out to him, but I told him he wanted to do a song with Mouse. Mouse was still burning up. Kevo, no problem. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it type shit. But I'm like, man. He go down, he do the song. It's called Hunting in Cash. And then we go down. I see Mouse down there with the cameraman do a vlog at Kevo crib. He's like, man, the crib's so raw. He's in like some type of penthouse downtown Chicago. Yeah. I think that was like the one was 10K.
1211 South Perry. Yeah.
On my mom, he down there. He's showing the crib off in this net. But I didn't know that he was getting ready to turn himself in like in a matter of weeks type shit. Really? So it's like, let's shoot the video and go crazy type shit. Because we was going viral. Mouse was going viral at the time doing whatever we was doing. So like, let's do that. But then folks hit me with the news like, no, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? I go do my time. And from there, I had several of my people that was locked up with him from the MCM building all the way through his whole bit. That was with him the whole time, that seen this paperwork, knew he was cool on the deck, knew he was a boss on the deck, feeding gang chiefs and gang members.
6-7 lockers.
Yeah, shit like that. So
that's how you know, like when I be hearing the rumors, I be kind of like fucked up. Like, these niggas is really trying to like put a rumor on a nigga.
Sometimes you gotta ask niggas that was in jail with him how his stay was, because if you like 16, if he went to jail, he'll come home, he'll have a rough stay because he got that crime in his background.
Oh yeah, he couldn't sit in the TV room or nothing. He'd be with the chomos.
And told you, told them in that way, he told you on the show, talking about, no, it was some theft shit. Nah, bro, we reading what the papers say. Into this
sex
room,
crime,
into this cell. You want to be a gangster? Into this room.
It don't matter how you try to explain the rape. Nigga, it say sex crime. That's all we see. If it was a theft, it's a theft. If it's a sex crime, it's a sex crime. And it's
if you gotta
theft.
explain something, you already know it's a lie. Because if you said, tell me what big folks, they say this about you, and I'm just gonna sit and laugh.
Then we know you lying anyway. You just try to say, man, the nigga might be a snitch, the nigga got a BBL, all this, you a liar. So that means you ain't finna lie to us about this.
I mean, if you look at his record, he a professional thief, a fake gun toter, and a molester.
Here, right. So question regarding like that though. So, okay, so first off, right, the multiple like gun cases and even like the theft.
He don't have no multiple gun cases.
Oh, one, right?
He did a fake stick up with some fake guns.
Gotcha.
Paintball.
They was paintball guns. Everything, like, listen, Flakko, listen, bro. Go and just pull this shit up for yourself.
You know his first and last name?
Don't worry about it. I'll get it to y'all. I want to put his
think
first
so.
last name on there.
I knew it like
It's
back then. But
Raheem,
now,
some shit like that, and I get the last name in. But look, you're gonna look it up and you're gonna see for yourself. I was gonna come up here with a poster board as big as this no jumper sign with this whole shit so everybody can just see it, but I ain't had time. But
you can again the thing you can look
look that thing up real quick.
So just because you know people just
they didn't have no proof and they didn't bring and that's true though. I'm like that. Like if you don't show no proof, I don't want to see that shit.
Yo, here,
I don't
man.
really want to hear it.
Yo, listen, Kevo's pulling it up, so you know once he pull it up, man. But listen, back to Big Folks CEO, right? Let's just get to Big Folks CEO, man. Yo, you were linked to BMF at some point?
It still is. It's my family, my people.
Really?
All the way up to Mama Meech. Like, them that's family over there. They helped me out so much with my Hella Band situation. And before then, when I was in the streets and, you know, got shot up and all that, they took me in, like, when the own people was, like, down into it. You know what I'm saying? And when my own people down there.
Of course.
So where it's like it get dangerous like that, where you don't know where it come from type shit. So motherfucker got to put themselves in the house. And not in Chicago. You know what I'm saying?
So right, if anybody want to go on online and look it up, first name is RAHEEM.
No, let me say it because I don't want him trying to sue you and all this. Yeah. No, you let Flock. Because he's a podcaster. He can say it. You can talk about anything, right? Podcasters don't matter, right? They know what they're saying.
Yo, whoa! I'm seeing social security number.
They got it all posted.
Can
They got it all posted
Can we get
on
one of
there.
these white people to look at it so they can confirm it? Because they'll be like, man, Flakko was on that line.
Yo, here, bro, you can confirm it, man. That's
money.
crazy.
That's gonna be biased. Like that's money, man. That's big. I want her to confirm it. Let a woman confirm it.
Look, that's posted on somebody's Instagram. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just to the point where like
hold up now.
This is the thing when you get into it with somebody, right? Yeah. People are going to just like they telling him information. Yeah. They're telling us all types of information about this man, like.
Especially when he out there screaming, talking about they paying everybody. So don't you think
they're like, I want to get paid too.
Everybody got their hand up in the crowd.
Hey, I heard 16 say that you're paying people.
Guess who else got their hand up?
We trying to get paid too.
Hey,
yo, I'm befuddled. How do niggas get his fucking SSN?
Hey, Flock. Guess who else got their hand up, want to be heard, and want something? The girl that he touched.
Really? So she's been...
say that for a real special. I damn didn't want to go Netflix with that because it's a real situation. It's not a situation that we just gonna podcast and then laugh and.
Of course.
No, because a young woman was touched and fondled and all type of pedophile shit by an 18-year-old nigga in high school, and her parents did not want her to go through that shame of having to do them 4 years of being the girl that got raped by a motherfucking pedophile 16. Simple as that.
Here, right, break that down, right? Because his story is this. You know, just to be fair. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you guys and what and he's like said happened on and off camera, and he says
he explained it all over the place, huh?
Yeah, right. That that he got into it with her. Now she liked him, but he really wasn't giving her no play because like he was older. So like she was like bringing him like gifts and shit, trying to like woo him and shit like that, right?
Oh, so at 13?
At 13, yeah, he was taking him.
Yeah, right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and like and she gave him either like a laptop or something expensive, right?
Okay.
And then eventually, like
he got a lot of theft in this shit now. You see that too. So he probably stole
she gave
that.
him some. 13 years old gave him some.
Yeah, right. And then after that, like he still wouldn't give her no play, so she asked for it back, and he told her, "Yo, I sold it." So her mama told her, "Yo, like get it back," and she couldn't get it back. So then the mama and them told her, "Yo, say he raped you as like revenge for."
No, that's a lie.
Wow,
that's cap.
That's a crazy accusation.
That ain't.
You know what? Hold on. You know why? That's a crazy accusation, and people so slow and dumb, and they probably. Well, I ain't gonna say that. People just probably ain't never been in trouble, bro. If that was true, 16 would be a millionaire today. You know why? He could have sued the school system, the police station, everybody for putting that on, because it's still in his record. Sex crime.
Of course.
Now, how did you commit a sex crime from taking a laptop. No, you took her little coochie. They say you was grabbing on her asshole and touching her little pussy in the lock. No, it's not funny.
No,
G.
for sure.
It's not funny because this is some real shit.
Yeah, for sure.
And you did that, and y'all kind of got caught type shit. That's why it's like the school was behind it. Now you got to imagine the school want the shit to go away because they don't want what? The mama to really trip on them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now the daughter was on. How was she fondled in y'all school by a senior? Why is she even crossing paths with this man? So now they put the blame on the school. So the school is forced to hold on. Let's try to figure this out now. Well, maybe it was like this, and he's a good young man, and maybe we need to just go this route. Your daughter got to go to school. We don't want to have a stain on her and this and that. A lot of black girls go through that. To where they got to hide their shame or hide what somebody else did to them. So they won't feel shame, and that's bullshit. And 16, one of the pedophile niggas that did the same thing that happened to Dan.
Like when she get into it with people, like she'd need him again, like her mom. She got into it with her mom. She said, "You the reason why I got raped," and stuff like that. And now she's back on the floor, and now she's like, "Well, my mom, she didn't really do too much." You know what I mean? But the whole time the dude coming home type
when
shit.
she need people, she just gonna do what she got to do to try to sleep on their floor.
I had to do what I had to do.
Get to the next day type shit. She said it herself, and this ain't no cap.
Yeah.
Now, again, man, like Don would probably try to do more treacherous shit. So like, do you
what? How?
Yeah.
She lie?
No,
right? Like,
what they
I mean,
this how I look at situations. Yeah. When you pull your gun, all right, we can pull our guns out, right? But your ass better show enough have enough rounds, because when you run out of bullets, bitch,
exactly,
we ain't shooting nothing less than 50.
I'm telling you.
So it's like you shot your
and
little
then
20
you know what's so
out.
crazy? I let her get everything out that she had to get out. Now it's my turn to really destroy her all the way, because she's really not nothing at all, bro. You know what I mean? And I can let the world see and show like, oh, she ain't no shit.
To let the world see for herself than motherfuckers being
not me trying to do this. I'll let the world see like, oh man, this girl really ain't no shit. She don't do nothing. Motherfuckers like, man, what is she even on YouTube for? She can't even show you shit. She's like, it's just like a girl showing you.
She can't even show you how to be a good mother on that motherfucker. She got the little boy drinking motherfucking hella juice, so his teeth gonna be rotten. You never see him with no healthy milk or no healthy apple.
She study putting the boy.
You don't see none of that shit around him. You see him shoeless with a bottle with some grape shit in it. That his teeth is gonna be rotten to the fucking core. She be mad at me that I've been on this when we was still a family and this and that. I used to still be on her ass about parenting.
Yeah.
Because she was a horrible, horrible fucking parent. Maybe it's not her fault. Maybe her mom, the way she grew up with her mom and this and that. Maybe that's the reason.
No, she was a horrible parent. I ain't gonna cap.
No, she is like, even when she was on her live and shit, the baby's choking. You so wrapped up in this live and this shit with Kevo and 16 and trying to figure out that who told you that you was gonna be a YouTuber? Who's interested in your story? I used to tell her, just because you're Bandman Kevo's girlfriend doesn't mean nothing. Who are you?
You
got to become something.
No, but she stated though that her YouTube numbers are not going up and is doing bad because Bandman Kevo is putting bots on it.
What?
So why she don't call YouTube and deal with YouTube? What the fuck?
Bro,
you control
the girl,
YouTube?
listen, let me tell you like this. She been around me. She been trying to do YouTube. It all failed. You know why it fails? Because she's an airhead. It's not interesting to watch her.
All that talking about, well, I'm gonna do a nail biz and I'm doing that. These are things that was already offered to her. That had money behind her.
Every plan she got,
she had no effort. She had no energy and no business. And she told my baby mama that everybody's not built to be a business mom. I'm just a stay-at-home mom. Till it got confusing. Like, okay, I understand stay-at-home mom, but stay-at-home mom got the crib clean, cooking, kids in order, learning. Not just sitting there looking at Melon, what the fuck this is.
Also, this is another thing I want to let you know. She's so goofy that she gets motivated off of comments.
Really?
Like, just like you, if you make a video and you is just under every comment, she airheaded. If you really plan on getting successful and getting to the next level, you're not finna like look at every single comment and just be happy about every single comment. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people are gonna like you and people are gonna hate you. And if you're working on your craft, you should know that already. You know what I mean? But she's just, oh, you guys motivate me so much, and not even knowing that the whole game these people playing, they motivating you to fail more and more. Matter of fact, hey Dime, you know what you should do? Sleep in a trash can next. Yeah, keep going, girl. And
we got a text message from that where Kayla Nicole gave her play-by-play what to do with the homeless shit, and it was just like, are you serious?
And she did it.
Oh, yo. So speaking of Kayla Nicole, did she ever like reach out to you and afterwards?
Nah. She's not gonna reach out to me because she know what she did. Because Dime
just hosted the
this is what Dime does. When plans go wrong, let me tell you what Dime does. When plan goes wrong, she's not gonna do anything but expose the person who told her to do this. Just like she's gonna probably do with 16 later or whoever else later. She's just that type of person, because you got to remember this: if a person does a lot for her, like how I did a lot for her. Imagine a person who ain't did shit for her. Now she's on the internet like a guy doesn't have to do this and a guy doesn't have to do that.
Now she's taking up for 16 on some other shit like, well, everybody is not rich. He's not broke though, and but y'all eating Buffalo Wild Wings in a dungeon looking ass spot, looking real rapey, looking real pedophile-ish.
It made me think about the sex crime shit instantly. I'm like,
instantly, I thought about her getting raped with James, and I thought about his ass touching that little 13-year-old little innocent girl that walked in that school.
That's all I thought. I just like man, it's just weird.
That's one of those scenes. That's probably where he do his rape set. I'm like, damn.
Hey, Russ, a question for you, right? So, all right. So, do you think even like, and Ack mentioned this, right?
Yeah.
Do you think there will ever be like a solution where you and 16
get pointless? He's pointless.
He's not relevant enough. His interviews then went downhill.
I told you,
he's not going to never interview nobody of importance. Can we all just realize that? Can we all just say that? Can Adam and Ack can they see that he interviews
he
interviewed nobody of importance. His only claim to fame was King Von.
Yeah,
and then being on there with Kevo.
With Kevo,
so
he loved that.
And then Cairo, I can't take away from Cairo. Cairo made him go viral.
Listen,
but that's Cairo.
Cairo should took him out of here.
Limit.
Yeah.
Now with Cairo and No Limit, what I would ask look them over there is, he monetized that. Did he send y'all bread? That's the only thing I would wonder. Like he monetized that.
I make that nigga send me the bread. Man, you made all them views and I'm sitting out here. Man, nigga, you gotta pay me.
Not gonna use me and just not send me nothing, bro. Like then Cap talking about some, oh no, I'm just a blogger because I'm a big fan of Herbs. So damn, what you sitting down with Cairo playing with folks for?
A Herb.
That's some hater shit.
That's like some damn near wishy to both sides of the fence. So they always get stuck at the top of that motherfucker and just be stuck there, boy.
You listen, man. You listen, like factual, because like I did say that Herb is his favorite rapper, man. But you listen, we gonna give some shine to Wycott before we get out of here, man.
To who?
Wycott, right? Neighborhood.
Walcott. 70. Shout out 71st and Walcott. Boys gonna get rich forever over there.
So first off, man, who is Money Man? The Money what gang you said?
No, Money Man Hit. That's my name.
All right, man. Okay, bro. So like, where you from? How'd you start rapping and shit like that?
Shit, I'm from 70th from Walcott, man. I've been rapping for like 10 years. But shit, we had started off playing around and shit, had took it serious a little bit.
Hey, Russ, a question. So like, what was the one song right now that everybody who's watching this, what's the one song they should go ahead and check out that's going to be like, yo, this nigga cold as fuck?
It's called Power.
Power?
Money Man Hit Power, yeah. Check it out.
Yo, listen, bring the two guys. Come on, man.
Come on up here, man. King Greg third.
We got
let me
Greg.
put him on. Let me sit down.
Yeah, Greg. Greg and him on this bitch. He be on that Skinbone skit sometimes. He got his own series going on.
So here, man.
This third out. Shawty up next. He cold ass rapper.
What's up, man? Yo, listen, I ain't gonna hold you, man. This nigga look like the real street nigga, man.
No, he is. But he the nigga that got this episode called. You gotta check him out. Surviving Chicago.
Okay, Surviving Chicago.
Yeah, he like corporate and Skinbone them. I'm letting him tell y'all.
Yeah, it's a YouTube series based on like my mama getting shot 17 times and like me growing up in Chicago and getting arrested and just took like shit like the real struggle type shit.
Okay, so like, what's your YouTube name?
CBMG Grego.
All right, man. So you just do like the skits and funny shit, huh?
Yeah, I do everything, bro. I do music, I do skits. I'm a film director. I'm a producer, editor, all in one.
Yo, listen, bro.
Shorty
this is
popping in the cities. Big boy shit.
Yo, but this is one talented street nigga, man.
Oh, my mama.
Appreciate it, bro.
Real nigga right there, man.
I think he should be in movies and shit.
Yo, facts, yo. You know what, comedy skits and like stand up and shit like that.
I mean, that
I
serious shit.
I want to do commercials.
That
shit.
Surviving Chicago shit is serious. It's the more serious side. I want you to go sit down and take time and watch one of them episodes because it's more of a serious
Yeah, it ain't
side.
funny. It's more like a drama.
It's like the shit that's like niggas rapping about.
It's
like
based
the shit
on a
that's
true
really
story.
going on. Yeah,
it's based on a true story.
On his mama getting shot 17 times. And shout out to that lady because she's still alive.
Yeah, right now.
Nah, in fact, but now who is Third Eye, man? Yo, Third Eye, yo, listen, like Third Eye has the most fucking unique name ever, bro. Third Eye. Who is Third Eye? And
my pops gave me that name, and rest in peace, my pop. Me and my brothers, we used to have a rap group called Voltron. The cartoon.
Yeah, Voltron.
He had the arms. I used to be the
Powerful.
head. I used to be the head. So he used to tell me I was the most conscious. He used to call me Third Eye. So I ran with it.
Nah, now facts. Now, again, like you too, right? What's the one song again? Like that one song niggas go ahead and be like, yo, this nigga is out of here. What's that one song that should check out?
Off the rip. That off the rip. It's on YouTube right now, and I got a mixtape coming out.
That's that one I
called
like
Third
in the blue
World.
chair.
Yeah.
On my mama, that shit go crazy. On my mama.
I engineer and produce. I do all my own stuff. I got my own recording studio. I've been doing it since I
Hey,
was like
Flakko,
8.
everybody I fuck with, everybody in my circle gonna be talented. They gonna
doing
be
something.
worth some shit.
Yeah.
And not just know, oh, I'm a street nigga. That shit been played out so long, bro.
Yeah.
You can hide the
facts.
streets. We don't want that shit no more. We
No,
want Beverly
yeah,
Hills.
facts.
We want the $6 million house.
entrepreneur.
We want the new Ghost. We want the new G-Wagons. Y'all can hide the streets. You could be the street nigga.
Yo.
Goodbye.
Yo, listen, I seen everybody walk in. Yo, definitely got the G-Wagon already, man. Cause go ahead, shine it, bro.
Yeah. G-Wagon is light. You know what I'm saying? Little night.
Yeah. Nah, but you said like you got a mixtape coming out?
Yeah, it's called Third World.
When?
Man, probably like next month. Sometimes I'm still working on.
We still working because you know Big Folks just got his hands on him. So you know what I'm saying?
I'm taking
We
my
gonna go
time
to the
with
doctor with him and go crazy, make his ass beat. You know, because I don't really like the YouTube rapper and I'm here today going tomorrow. Nigga,
Yeah,
I like longevity, so I like for motherfuckers to really be solid, like go crazy, make sure we know every step that we doing. You know what I'm saying?
Here, that's a question for you. So why do you think Durk was successful and
Because
like other niggas wasn't?
Durk was successful because he had Chino, D-Thing, and SB from the beginning to where them boys were so business minded for being street niggas and what they was doing, getting money, to where they just put it into the music shit. To where it's like they knew what it was exactly this. They knew what they wanted to do. They knew where they wanted to get them to, and they didn't give a fuck what they had to do. No matter how long it take, they was gonna get them there, and they got them there. So recipes D-Thing, because I was real close to D-Thing, Chino, and all them. Chino, that was my man.
Damn.
Recipes, both of them. But they had the type of brains that you knew they was gonna be like little puffies and shit. Like they was already thinking like that. They was on that.
And like, do you think that Durk got to stop dissing the ops in his music?
I think Durk need to keep doing what's making it work for Durk.
Okay. Here, right? Because people were saying, especially now too, right? Where it's like, yo, Durk, like you've gotten to a level where you even giving attention to like for example, like bro, like
Still
Durk,
a Chicago nigga. You know what I mean? You can't take it out of him, nigga. What you want to be phony?
like here, right, for example, right? Like Durk was dissing FBG Cash, like before he passed away, like.
Who the fuck like so?
But FBG Cash was like a low level artist. Durk was up here, right? So folks like, damn, like why'd you even like?
Maybe he threw him out of you.
That's something true, right? Nah,
Maybe
that's true.
something. Maybe Goofy should stop thinking about everything. Like, oh man, he dissed me, and that man somewhere living his life with India and Paris and shit, talking shit.
Yeah.
Your dumb ass on the block scrambling for straps and thinking the BD's coming. Your ass should be somewhere focused. Like, all right, how can I piggyback off this? Let me get my ass somewhere, get in the studio. Let me go crazy, and let me keep everybody out my business on the streets and all that, and just let me benefit off of it and stay alive.
Of course. Now, speaking of this and the ops, do you think it's time for like people to retire like smoking on Tuka?
Man, I thought the shit played. It been played out. Y'all don't hear nobody saying that shit no more. The only motherfuckers keeping it alive is like bringing his mama on interviews and doing all this extra shit. Like let this shit, everything die out and play out.
Yeah.
That shit died out and played out. Then the Chief Keef, then it died out and played out. So smoking on Tuka is on his way out the door too. Who the fuck like?
Here, so do you
It
think
just
that,
got popular. Shorty's gonna say shit. They gonna do shit. G and this, like I don't really like. I ain't sensitive enough for that shit to bother me.
Of course. Now, like, do you think that people exploited his mother recently, like with the whole interview?
Yeah, I think with the mamas, with them interviewing the dead mamas. My thing is this: it's Chicago. You know how many dead mamas it is? Like many mamas that got dead sons.
Yeah.
So unless we're gonna interview all of them, hear the real stories and this and that, it's like I understand that they kids probably got famous on the internet and this and that because none of them really got major deals. So I'm not gonna say they got rich and famous.
Yeah.
None of them that's damn near dead. So it's like it's like just talking to the mamas is what keeping the ops like knowing what they doing like cause like how we play in Chicago is like this like damn we was into this and that now your people still around talking about the shit what they want some smoke too type shit.
Man,
so you got to kind of down there watch how you interviewing the mamas and down there putting their lives at jeopardy.
Nah, I mean that's true. What's your take on Charleston White? And he's
I'm gonna catch him and beat his ass.
Oh, okay. So like, speak on that.
I'm gonna catch him, beat his ass, have him call the police on me. I'm gonna bond out, laugh, take hella pictures with the law, and pop out and just be cool in the motherfucker. And then, because what he got to understand when he's saying fuck Chicago and he dropping them rakes and all that.
Yeah.
Do you know the biggest stronghold for GDs besides Chicago?
Cool.
Texas, motherfucker.
Oh,
I make a motherfucker could knock on that man door tomorrow.
Damn.
And holler at him. All these guns he got. You know, when niggas get to showing them guns off, like I said, that's a scare tactic. I know niggas that ain't scared of that. They hope you got it on you. Because you know why, Flakko? Let me explain something to you, how America work. If you got a gun on you, I kill you, and it's just me and you.
Yeah.
Bro.
You going down.
You tried to kill me.
That's true.
I don't give a fuck because your gun registered. Hey, my life was threatened. Oh, I seen Charleston White walk over with the big-ass gun on him. blew his fucking brains out.
Yeah, man.
And sit there with his body and wait. Do he know it's like that's how he is in Chicago? When like Chicago niggas ain't do nothing. He talking to a bunch of shorties that don't got money. Like when he dissing Von is dead. Because if Von was allowed, I think he probably would have just got on that with his ass, chased his ass down. Durk too big, he ain't about to even look his way. Because Durk is really smart. Like he's laughing. He probably sit up and watch him and laugh.
Yeah.
But he only talks to our shorties. Yeah. Like what I'm trying to say, Flakko, is he not gonna talk to nobody. He not gonna talk to a big folks. They can just spread the bag all around America till I find you. To one of your old ass Crip homies backdoor you, sitting around drinking big beers and sitting around bum as hell.
Yeah,
bums drinking beers, smoking Newports and smoking crack and talking crazy on the internet, talking about these little niggas ain't gonna do nothing. Now what if they big homies come see you? What if they big homies call down to the Texas and say, hey man, something better shake, or Texas artists can't come through this bitch. It'll get real. You see what I'm saying?
Of course. Do you think that now a video went viral of 600 Brizzy in a room with him? Now
600 Brizzy should have knocked his ass the fuck out. And since he didn't, I do not fuck with no 600 Brizzy. Simple.
Is he out?
Who?
No. I'm saying, right, is 600 Brizzy, like when you say like you don't fuck with him, can he still come back to the hood? Or like,
I don't know. He a BD from city. I don't fuck with him over there. Like I don't know what he could do. I'm just telling you, I don't fuck with him like as an artist or a man or nothing. Cause nigga, you had the chance to get up on a nigga that was dissing Von, or if a GD, like that's almost like if Rooga let a motherfucker get up on him dissing Duck and don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like get your bitch ass on there. Man, mama, you could be a neutron and did that. Now to talk like, man, get your hoe. What the fuck was the purpose of you going to talk to nobody? Your ass ain't no motherfucking chairman. Your ass sitting up here talking this shit. You supposed to got off on his ass unless you were scared.
Now, question though. So people kind of criticize Durk for this, right? Because when King Von passed away, 600 Brizzy and Mimo 600, they made a video saying they made a post saying the real Chicago steppers are coming to Georgia in same way, and they were coming to Georgia to slot for Von.
But you know what?
Now they came and they filmed music videos.
They wasn't talking about themselves when they was talking about that. They was talking about the real steppers, the one that don't want your fucking interview, the one that don't want to be on no fucking body YouTube.
Got you.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, they around and they don't want no clout. They don't want nothing. You know what they want? They body count to go up.
Got you. Here, right? So like for folks who criticize them and you're saying, yo, like when they said that, they weren't talking about themselves. They're talking about the real Chicago steppers.
And they wasn't lying.
Wow.
And they wasn't lying.
Yo, listen, man. So now y'all know when Durk says, yo, we already slid, but apartments was empty.
He ain't capping. You better, man, listen. For that little boy Von, you better believe Durk ain't got to say one fucking word, G. Shorty was powerful himself. Them people definitely going, man, what? These are just rap songs and internet shit. You gotta understand when niggas got the internet, they be hiding, you be trying to find them, and you know, you gotta spread that bag. Then it'll come to a point like, man, is he even worth me spending this bread trying to chase his goofy ass down? Or just wait till somebody catch his ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you'll see that Durk too important to be worried about anything.
Of course.
Like what are you worried about somebody that, you know what I'm saying? Because they dissing Von and this and that, man. Okay, and they not gonna come to his face and never do no shit like that. They ain't gonna do no openly show. They ain't gonna go overly crazy. They gonna have to hide. Their career's gonna go down because they can't do no major shows. You gotta understand the people that's putting the money up for the shows, Rolling Loud and this and that, they not gonna invite you into it with Durk.
Sure.
Like they don't know. Even though Durk might not do anything, he don't gotta do nothing. His name just strong.
Yeah.
I don't think he ain't did nothing to nobody no way. They talk about like he out here doing some killings.
Well, like Durk, I did get arrested because he was like running some nigga down like in the middle of the street with like a firearm like in like Chicago someday.
Nah, I think that shit was like, back in the day when he caught his gun catches. So I don't know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And even like recently too, like he and he got booked with like King Von because apparently they like shot somebody and like
apparently. See the word?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, apparently it's free, so apparently that shit must not been shit, right? Apparently.
You listen up, man. So right now, bro, you know, like one of like the last few questions is, what's the state of Chicago drill right now, man? Like, you know, because right now,
PGF Nook turning up. I don't even know nothing about Shorty. I just hear him everywhere. Yeah. Shorty turning up right now. You got the bloggers coming up, King Yellow, DJ U. You know, DJ U was King Von's DJ, so he coming up super big.
Third Eye coming up.
I think
Money Man coming up.
Coming up on the rap shit because we already up. So you got to be real specific.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Got to be real specific around here.
Coming up on like the music shit. Because listen, Y'all have to see these chains in person, bro. Bro, these dudes got the shiniest shit I've ever seen. Even rappers coming there don't got that shit on.
Yeah, these ain't moistenites. These real deals. You buy your baby mamas and bitches the fake shit, the moistenites, because the bitch might do some wild shit, try to sell it.
Hey, yo, listen up, man. Bro, first off, bro, I apologize for having y'all here for 2+ hours, man.
We don't get no fuck. We out here chilling, Cali, getting high, smoking, relaxing.
Nah, but facts, man. Now
This
listen.
is our life. This is what we do all day. We just chill, relax.
Yeah, chill. Yo, like when you say like you were so even like okay, let's speak on the AD thing, right? Y'all have some words, but in that like in those like exchange back and forth, you say yo like you was tapped into LA. How'd you get tapped into the to LA gangsters?
Through my BMF family.
Gotcha.
Through my motherfucking cousin G Weeder with Kendrick Lamar and all them over there in Nellis. Shout out Capanellas. I don't say Compton, I say Bompton. You feel me?
Gotcha.
And I'm a GD.
That's different.
Way different. That means I cover all corners of the gang shit go. From all the way from Latin Kings to Sinaloa, everywhere.
So Charleston White should probably leave you alone.
Charleston White ain't fucking with me. I want to fuck with him. He want to get into it. He think he can articulate himself better than everybody because he's talking to kids. Just because his ass be sitting up talking to boards and going to the aldermen and talk. Boy, your ass is a fucking jailhouse lawyer. I can hear it all in him. You one of them niggas that used to be sitting in jail trying to tell everybody about their case.
Yeah.
Sitting up dry snitching and then they're trying to get your time reduced on some real cop shit. I know what he is.
Yeah.
All that. Oh, he the police? No, he not. He's just a little bum ass nigga with nothing to do. He got his gun permit with 2 little guns. And
yo, listen. So speaking of another, again, bro, I'm sorry for taking your time out, right? But like speaking of another Chicago OG, R. Kelly. So like, what's your take on R. Kelly, man?
Man,
like what's going on, man?
Man,
Was he set up?
All I'm gonna say is he beat the state. And the feds don't play. So 16 should be very grateful the feds didn't pick his case up.
You listen up, and this is...
He wouldn't be able to spin on. You still would have been in jail spinning on other dicks.
Hey, man, that's true. Hey, listen, man. Yo, bro, listen, man. This is Big Folks. Kevo came through, Money Man, Third Eye, and then my brother here.
CBMG Grego.
Facts, man. Yo, listen, man. This is No Jumper, coolest podcast
Real Chicago
in the world.
niggas that's still in Chicago and everywhere else for that matter, because the bread makes you limitless.
Yo, we out of here, man. Peace.